NASCAR fans, the Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play here for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. And ladies and gentlemen, we are accompanied by
Ranger
the lovely Miss Reynolds here.
At a manufacturing plant, you can count on auto reordering and have the PPE you need on hand. Call 1-800-GRAIN.
Don't need that on. Okay, there we go. All right.
Name, we pray. Amen.
Amen. There we go.
Celebrating his 101st birthday today. Please welcome veteran and
All right, everybody doing good? How are we looking, baby?
National anthem.
I don't know. It hasn't showed yet on my phone.
All right, guys, we're getting ready for the race here on Tim Reynolds Show, making sure we're up and running. What's up, Daniel Barry and our boy Keith, already here in the chat with us here today. Looks like we got everything up and running well. Mic check, mic check. Hope everybody is enjoying their Sunday. All right, we're going to get to the starting grid here, guys. Looks like everything's up and running there, dear.
Awesome.
All right, all right. Oh, even got the kitty cat hanging out with us already. Okay. So we'll go ahead, guys, and get to the starting grid here before we get to those famous words in motorsports. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Now, let's get to our starting grid here to start here for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race here at Texas Motor Speedway. So we see Carson Hocevar coming off of his big win a week ago, his first career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. After that, we see the number 77 Chevrolet qualifies first here in this race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Daniel Suarez qualifies second, and he'll be on the front row here in the number 7 Chevrolet, and we'll see here in row number 2. Chris Buescher in the number 17 Ford Mustang will be third qualifying here, and Danny Hamlin will also be on row number 2 in the number 11 Toyota Camry for Joe Gibbs Racing. And we also see another Joe Gibbs Racing Toyota here at number 5th place position. Starting 5th is Chase Briscoe in the number 19 Toyota. We've also got Kyle Busch, one of his best qualifyings thus far here in what's been a bumpy season for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season for the number 8 Chevrolet for RCR. We will see him start 6th here today. Christopher Bell qualifies 7th here in the number 20 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Tyler Reddick, who is your Cup Series points leader right now in the 2026 season, he qualifies 8th right now in the number 45 Toyota for 2311 Racing. Alex Bowman gets one of his best qualifyings of the season, qualifying inside the top 10, 9th for the number 48 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And Ty Gibbs rounds out the top 10 here at Texas Motor Speedway as he qualifies 10th in the number 54 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Now, guys, we've got enough time here as we're doing a little bit of a pre-show, trying to get things set up here. Let's go racing, says Keith. Heck yeah, man.
Yeah.
And guys, here, Texas Motor Speedway is one of those faster type racetracks, really high bankings as well, so you could see speeds going up over 190 miles an hour here at this racetrack. And a couple of big contenders to look out for. We'll get to those as well. And guys, hopefully we'll see some dark horses or some long shots that we can go over as well of some people that could possibly look to win this race here today. So we'll continue with qualifying here. We see Kyle Larson, who was the winner of the last night's NASCAR's O'Reilly Auto Parts Series race. He's able to come in here with momentum as he qualifies 11th in that number 5 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. So I really do think that's a great qualifying position for Kyle Larson, who's looking to get his first win of the season here in the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. Connor Zillage qualifies 12th in the number 88 Chevrolet. See a lot of Chevys inside the top 10 as well, with a few Toyotas here in the top 15 as well. Connor Zillage qualifying 12th. That's one of his best qualifyings thus far in a struggling rookie season for him in that number 88 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. Austin Cindric qualifies 13th in the number 2 Ford Mustang for Penske Racing. Chase Elliott, one of my favorite drivers, qualifies 14th in the number 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports, and his teammate William Byron qualifies 15th in the number 24 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. And that rounds out your top 15 here, guys. So we get into some of these other drivers outside of the top 15. Obviously, Ross Chastain, the number 1 Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing, in 16th position, qualifying there. I think think he's got a car that could compete here at Texas Motor Speedway. These Chevys always seem to be fast here at this Texas Motor Speedway racetrack. We see here, guys, looking, Michael McDowell is a guy who's got some big history here. One of the biggest wrecks you ever seen here at Texas Motor Speedway in qualifying years ago. So Michael McDowell could be a serious contender here as well in the number 71 Chevrolet. As we go to outside the top 20 here, Joey Logano is always a guy who seems to find some speed later on here at Texas, but he's going to have a long ways to go as he qualified 23rd here in the number 22 Ford Mustang for Penske Racing. Now this racetrack here averages about 14 cautions per race. That's the most of any track in this next gen car. So guys, we could be looking for a lot of cautions and action here, along with 11 pit road speeding penalties last year at Texas. So a tough pit lane for guys to try to navigate through as we get ready to get started here, guys.
Here today. Hi everybody, Mike Joy with Clint Boyer, Kevin Harvick to break it all down for you. Yesterday, we had the fastest pole speed of any track we've been to all year.
Oh, wow.
And here, we see a lot of those single car spins and incidents like Bubba Wallace had yesterday. So I would say, since those belts up tight, because it's going to be a bumpy ride.
It is going to be a bumpy ride.
Yep, you got that. Just like her dropping her phone. Bumpy ride.
You better have that car pointed in the right direction
Oh, boy.
over that bump, because if not, you're going to spin out.
What was that?
Well, guess what? The other end's flatter, smoother, and if you don't have the car underneath, it's just going to spin out down there too, because it's just a really, really difficult place to get the balance of the race car right. Drivers are on edge, uncomfortable, and that makes it fun for us to watch.
Certainly seen a lot of chaos here, a lot of people having trouble all by themselves, and you don't have to look any further than what we saw with Bubba Wallace yesterday in practice. All by himself, car comes out from underneath of him in 1 and 2. That baby came out, spun out, hit the wall, back to a backup car for the race, and it can happen that fast, folks, especially when you're mired in traffic and dirty air, Kevin.
Yeah, and that's going to be the name of the game today. Try to keep that track position, but you just don't know when the cautions are going to come out. Last year we had a ton of cautions, mixed the strategy up, and that makes it really difficult for the crew chiefs to understand what's the right call, because they don't really know.
Well, Toyota has half of the top 10 in qualifying, but Chevrolet shares the front row. Chris Buescher in a Ford in row 2, and Kyle Busch with a new crew chief at RCR, Andy Street, has qualified in the 6th position. Do either the Chevys or the Fords have something for those Toyotas today?
I was really interested in Christopher Bell's comments earlier that if it came down to a short run, he didn't know what they had, but he felt good on the long run.
Yeah, and I think you got to look at Kyle
Some good
Larson.
breakdown
He's the one
here.
that's led laps and been able to get close to the Toyotas, so keep an eye on him.
Well, best national anthem of the year as far as I'm concerned. Let's go trackside.
All right, guys. We're getting
And
ready.
now, here to say the most famous
Miss Words and
motorsports.
Motorsports.
Please welcome vocalist and bassist for the thrash metal band Slayer, who will be headlining Sick New World on October 24th, right here at Texas Motor Speedway, Tom Araya. Drivers, start your engine!
Drivers, start your engines! Yeah, let's go.
How about that?
All right, thank you everybody for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Shows. We hear the motors get started, baby, here in Fort Worth, Texas, at Texas Motor Speedway, where we're going to see the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race. Get ready to get rolling here, guys. Hope you enjoyed the preview show thus far, guys. Now, like I said, let's get back to it on that starting grid. So, guys, going in here and looking at guys that I'm looking at either as dark horses. We'll look at some of the guys outside of the top 10 as we got into the mid-20s here. Joey Logano is a guy that I think could make a big run. He does race pretty well here at Texas, to be honest with you guys. But I'm not seeing a lot of contenders, because even though I think Ryan Blaney is a guy as well in the number 12 Ford Mustang for Team Penske, I think he could have a chance here as well. But coming back from 31st could be a long shot here for Ryan Blaney, as he's starting way further in the back here as well. So guys, looking up here right now inside the top 15, Chase Elliott is a guy who I think is looking to get into victory lane, and that number 9 Chevrolet has been getting faster week after week, and the Chevys are always fast here at Texas, so we'll look to see if he could possibly be a contender here in the number 9 Chevrolet starting 14th. Now looking at Kyle Larson, he already won yesterday in the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series, so he's he's definitely going to be a contender here. Look out for him in the number 5 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. He is a serious contender as well. But you got to look at the Toyotas as well, with a lot of them qualifying here inside the top 10. I think Denny Hamlin's always a contender. He's really fast and consistent in that number 11 Toyota. But Chase Briscoe, I mean, he really needs a win right now. So that's a guy who could be a serious contender with this top 5 starting position in the number 19 Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. But watch out for Christopher Bell. This guy's coming off of a race where he said a lot of things in the media, and I think he's coming in a little hot and heavy, if you ask me, trying to get into victory lane with that number 20 Toyota. So he could be a serious contender as well. And of course, Tyler Reddick's been hot all year long, and Ty Gibbs got his first win this year at Bristol. So with him qualifying inside the top 10, look for him to be a serious contender as well in the number 54 Toyota here, guys. But for me, I think the guy I'm rooting for the most out of all of these guys has got to be Kyle Busch, man. Right now, he's got a fast car, qualifying top 6. I think that's his first top 6 qualifying position all year long. So hopefully he'll be able to get that number 8 Chevrolet up towards the front and have a chance to win this race today. But guys, Carson Hocevar, coming off of his first career win in the NASCAR Cup Series. He is hot. He's on the pole position right now, which is probably perfect for him because we know how aggressive Carson Hocevar likes to be in this number 77 Chevrolet. And look who decided to jump on. Our boy Ghost with the $2 super chat donation. How we doing, brother? Raise hell, praise Dale. That's right. We got the jacket on and beer is cold. Pop the top. It's time to go lefties. Hey, hey, let's go. Ghost knew as soon as we got in with Mama. Look how good she's looking today, y'all. Looking so nice in the glasses and everything. Baby, show off the Dale Jr. little sweater you got there. There you go. Your hair's covered. There we go. Woo, woo. Yeah, that's right, baby. Let's go. Let's crack open a cold one, baby. Woo! It's Tim Reynolds Show. Let's go. Cheers to y'all, man. It's almost time for that green flag. Cheers, baby. Let's go. Race day. All right, so they're talking to the pole sitter here. Carson Hocevar, his best finish at Texas is 10th back in 2024 here in the next gen car. And guys, don't forget, like we said, we averaged 14 caution laps here at Texas Motor Speedway, the most of any track in this next gen car as we get ready for the green flag. Let's go. Carson is a legend. Heck yeah. What's up, Nerdin? We got Keith in the chat as well. Sorry, can't stay. A spider bite. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Woo! Keith, I'm sorry to hear that, buddy. Hope you feel better. Ghost Mama in the his house. Let's go. He sounds like Graybeard.
Keep up the good work. Looks good on you.
All right.
Yeah, don't do it right now.
All right, guys. Let's get going. Daniel Suarez in the number 7 Chevrolet and Carson Hocevar start on the front row here in the number 77 Chevrolet.
Still qualified up front next to his teammate, and we know how tough of a mile and a half that Texas is, but Daniel Suarez numbers here really good as of late. He's got 3 straight top 10s. He's finished third 2 times in his career, but yesterday's practice session didn't go according to plan, culminated with a tire going down towards the end of practice. Talked to the team this morning. They say they know they have the speed. But
best finish here for Daniel Suarez is 2. Yo, Nerd in Motion! What's going on, brother? Massive hell yeah, brother, from Yorkshire, UK. Do it for Dale, be like Biff. Yo, big shout out to Nerd in Motion here with the $5 super chat donation. Welcome to the channel, my friend. Hey, don't forget to sign up for a membership if you're interested. And wow, all the way from Yorkshire, UK. I hope I pronounced that right. Do it for Dale and be like Biff. Dude, I gotta get that, man. And I gotta get that like on a t-shirt or something, babe. Starting 4th, 3-time Texas winner is Denny Hamlin. Wow, I didn't realize he was a 3 three-time winner here. And guys, man, I'm rooting for Kyle Busch starting on row number 3 in that number 8 Chevrolet here today. Man, dude, Nerd in Motion, big shout out, bro. Thank you so much, man, for the $5 super chat. Shout out to you all the way from the UK. Let's go, baby. NASCAR fans in the UK. That's what I'm talking about. All right, guys, another person I'm rooting for is the number 88 of Connor Zilisch, man, starting on row number 6 right next to Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson, Chase Elliott, and Connor Zilisch. I mean, those are my drivers, man. Those are the guys I like to root for, and they're all starting right around each other. And hey, I'm pretty sure I just became a big fan of Carson Hocevar after that win last week, especially driving the number 77. Hey! All right. Yo, and look at this, Nerd Motion 23
awesome.
Gifted 5 new memberships. Well, shout out to Nerd here, brother. Thank you, man. Look at that. They're coming in, our new members here. We got Radiant Finder, Timbuktu. What's going on, brother? We got Filipino, and how we doing, Brady? I love Jesus. Okay. And then Incognito. What's up, bro? Welcome new members here. Gifted by Nerd in Motion 23. Dude, big shout out, man. And guys, here to the rear will be Austin Dillon in the number 3 Chevrolet. He's got a new engine, and Bubba Wallace, the number 23 Toyota, had a backup car. He will go to the back. Here's Larry McReynolds talking about the car.
But because of the speeds here, aerodynamics can be a challenge, especially if you're behind another car in what we call dirty air. Let's go to our Toyota Camry cutaway car, something that goes on here in Texas aero-wise. Look at the car out front, clean air. Full 100% downforce on the front end. That helps the car to turn. The car behind the trail car in dirty air loses about 30% of its front downforce, totally changes the way the car drives, does not want to turn. The trail car keeps moving around trying to get out of the wake of the car. He's following, but that lead car is doing what we call air blocking. You see this especially on that back straightaway. You can see the front end of the trail car actually raise up and get light. Guys, it's called air blocking. I call it plain blocking or mirror driving.
So that's right, guys. The aerodynamics here at Texas Motor Speedway are very big. It's like a super speedway type racetrack with the way the aerodynamics, the drag, and we see the draft work here at Texas Motor Speedway. So it's going to play a big part into what these drivers are able to do and how their cars are able to drive. It's an 82-degree day, a southwest wind of 8 to 15 miles an hour, a sunny forecast here with a track temperature of 113 degrees. That is hot. My pleasure. I'm only learning about NASCAR because I followed Cletus and Squirrel, so I appreciate you guys doing what you do. I know nothing. Dude, Nerd in Motion, well, welcome, man. We do appreciate that, man. And the length here today, 267 laps. It's 400 miles. Stage 1 will be 80 laps. Stage 2, 85 laps. Stage 3 will be 102 laps. Pit road speed is 45 miles an hour with the fuel window being 64 to 68 laps here today. So a very small fuel window here at Texas Motor Speedway.
And you don't lift in much in 3 and 4. I feel like you're just always kind of.
All right, so they're talking about the racetrack here, guys. Let's get to our chat here. We are popping off here today, Mrs. Reynolds. Do you see this? I mean, come on. We are busy today. All right, so Marlon Tucker, how we doing, man? Hell no, don't ever root for Kyle Busch. You ain't no NASCAR fan rooting for him. Thank you, Martin, man. I always root for some of the old timers, but Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson, those are my drivers.
Moving up to the front of the field.
Oh, I love
What is going on with Hamlin?
It's moving him up the racetrack already.
Ran him up the racetrack.
That's funny.
Oh, hold on. He's not done.
What's happening? Why is he doing
I
that?
love it.
Hey, watch that. We got a camera back there. Be careful.
I don't know. It just looked like Danny Hamlin was messing with the pace car. That was pretty cool.
It's funny.
Heck yeah, man. What's up going on, Robert? How we doing, brother? Ghost, boy making motion like the ocean. Let's go, man. Heck yeah, Ghost. Hell yeah, there you go. Glad you made it out of the outhouse today. Yo, big shout out, dude. Robert with the $5 super chat. Let's go. Don't tell my wife I'm here. I'm supposed to pressure wash the deck.
We need to get this ship righted on this car. Since Darlington.
All right, guys, babe, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Are you ready, baby? Come on. So the pace car heading down pit lane, and the drivers head to the restart zone. And let's get ready, baby. And the green flag is out. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys. And Carson Hocevar, your leader. Daniel Suarez side by side in the number 7 Chevrolet as we get through turn number 2 unscathed here, going down the backstretch. And Daniel Suarez with a nice run in that number 7 Chevrolet. He takes the high side as Hocevar takes the inside. We're 3 wide behind the leaders as we see Denny Hamlin go 3 wide with Briscoe and Chris Buescher. And then number 8 of Kyle Busch on the inside of the 17 Ford Mustang. He's looking to battle to get inside the top 5. So a good run here, clean start to this race as these drivers start to spread out and they figure out what kind of car they've got to the end of this race. So we see here side by side, Chase Briscoe's able to get around the number 11 of Denny Hamlin, and the number 19 Toyota gets inside the top 3 here. And how about Kyle Busch? He's got around Buescher for that top 5 spot in the number 8 Chevrolet. And we'll see which one of these cars end up being serious contenders here as we see Denny Hamlin amongst the favorites as far as betting favorites here in this one. Hocevar, your leader in the number 77 Chevrolet, as we see the number 45 and 54 battle it out. Those 2 Toyotas trying to battle for the 8th place spot.
It's going to be interesting. Low air pressure. You see a lot of people running right down on the bottom of that racetrack in 3 and 4, Kevin. As rough as it is up top, probably what to expect early.
Yeah, and the cars are just not going to drive as good as they did yesterday in practice when you could find all that space, all that real estate to get yourself the cleanest air possible. You don't have that choice anymore. You have to be able to go where they're not on the racetrack to.
All right, guys, you hear what they're talking about here on the broadcast as these drivers really trying to figure out their cars here. 263 laps to go, 5 laps in, and we'll see how we're able to do here.
That front end starts to go first.
So you got your Wi-Fi on?
Opened up a 7/10 of a second lead as we watch from the Ford Racing Cam on board Chris Buescher.
Hopefully that helps. Raiden, how we doing, fool? How we doing, none of our new members?
That's why you push hard on
So Hocevar now gaining out in front here, about 2 car lengths in front of Suarez. That number 77 Chevrolet is going to be hard to beat here today, ladies and gentlemen.
To see who's got the best handling cars. It's going to be lap 15 to 20. That's when you're going to start to see the swing and handle.
So Hamlin in 4th. Chase Briscoe, number 19 Toyota, in 3rd here. As these cars really start to separate and take their time as far as what they're looking to improve on here. Connor Zilich has already gotten ahead of Kyle Larson for that number 11 spot. As Larson battles there, we also ride along here with Christopher Bell. Bell in the number 20 Toyota, currently 7th. And we've got a lot of Toyotas right now inside the top 10.
Pretty confident in his car, Mike. He talked about how comfortable he felt with it on the long run. You see his teammate Ty Gibbs right there behind him. So a lot of Gibbs cars up there in the front.
Chase Elliott moving up. He is up 2 spots from where he started, pushing his teammate Kyle Larson back 1. So move Elliott to 12.
So Elliott able to get around Kyle Larson, and now Elliott inside the top 11, and that number 9 Chevrolet. So 260 laps to go here in this 400-mile race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Not a lot of movement thus far. We do see Ty Gibbs has moved up a couple of positions. Josh Berry's moved up 3 spots. Ryan Blaney right now is the biggest mover. Him and Bubba Wallace have moved up 5 spots here already early on in this race. And as you can see here, a lot of Chevrolets inside the top 15 right now. They could be the serious contenders and manufacturers here looking to compete and get a victory here at Texas Motor Speedway.
His data, and right now his big advantage at both ends of the racetrack, he's just able to carry more speed into the corner. Not a big advantage on the exit. He has to play with the throttle, but both ends these first 8 laps, he's just carrying more speed on the entrance to the corner.
And again,
So the 77 you see there already carrying more speed than any other car on the racetrack right now. He's going about 190 miles an hour down the front stretch here, and looking at how fast these other cars can get, it looks like maybe these other cars must be in fuel saving mode or just don't have the grip that they're looking for right here.
He turned 41 yesterday. New crew chief Andy Street had been up on the pit box with crew chief Jim Pullman the last few weeks, but RCR leadership decided the results, even though Kyle got his first top 10 of the season last week, that wasn't what they were looking for and made the change.
How about Denny Hamlin?
There we go, Radiant. Everybody popping in the chat. Let's go.
The 11 car, no surprise.
Yeah, thank you, Nerdin. Appreciate your notice.
This week's pole sitter, and he's led every one of the 10 laps so far.
I've been up, down, mad, all around. I ain't asking for much. Said, Lord, take me downtown. I'm just looking for some touch. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're side by side here on our first commercial break. As you can see here, this racetrack, usually just a typical start here like you normally see at these sort of speedways type tracks. But oh no, wait a minute, we've got some action here. Kyle Busch on the inside of the number 7 and Daniel Suarez, the number 8 the number 8 Chevrolet, Kyle Busch on the inside, looking to take away a top 4 spot. And oh my goodness, guys, Daniel Suarez has dropping back 4 spots now since the start of this race. And oh my goodness, something must be going on in that number 7 Chevrolet right now. That Chevy is not having a very good grip show, if you will. And man, Bubba Wallace, how about him? He's been one of the biggest movers since the start of this race, having to go to the back in that number 23 Toyota in a backup car. It seems they've got that car off the truck, balanced and ready to go here. So good competitive racing, it looks like, during the commercial break. We're side by side, so we'll try to keep you guys up to date with the action going on here, guys, at Texas Motor Speedway. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show, one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. Make sure you guys please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We growing, baby. Look, we already got 5 new members here on Tim Reynolds Show. Big shout out to Nerd Motion 23, man. Appreciate you there, guys. We'll try to get to some of these comments here. We got Mrs. Reynolds hanging out with us today, so she'll try to also get with you guys there in the comments as well. We already see there. Yes, believe in our Heavenly Father. Big praise, and God bless every single one of you guys. And oh, wait a minute. We got some more action here as we see Chris Buescher gets on the inside of the number 7 Chevrolet as Daniel Suarez continues to drop backwards here. He is losing spots lap after lap as we see Chris Buescher now finds himself inside the top 5. Suarez, who started on the front row here, has fallen backwards quite a bit. It looks like he's losing balance and grip in that number 7 Chevrolet right now for Trackhouse Racing, and he's under fire once again. Christopher Bell is going to put the number 7 in 7th place now as he's able to get around him, but now Ty Gibbs, the number 54 Toyota, is side by side with Suarez as Ty Gibbs tries to get another position here to get inside the top 7.
Back to the Wurth 400, presented by
Yo, and big shout out here, Nerd in Motion. Well, I am a Christian too. This is outstanding. Jesus, King of the Lords, Lord of Lords. Well, thank you so much there, Nerd Motion. Very kind of you, man, with the $10 super chat. Let's go, man. Like or Tim will hit you with the cattle probe. It's electric. Dude, shout out to Robert, man. Appreciate you there, man. Ghost, thanks for hanging out with us, guys. Man, big shout out, guys. Did someone say yoo-hoo? Let's go. Heck yeah, man.
Well, last year here, Hocevar led the first 22 laps from the pole, but lost the lead on pit road. And never
all right.
Again,
baby, please keep up with this chat as best you can. We got a lot of people here today.
Chris Buescher to 5th.
Okay.
And Christopher Bell to 6th.
And you got your
They were
Wi-Fi
running
off,
down
right?
10th and a half to 2.5
I need you to do me a favor.
But look,
Oh, what's up? Oh, we got a battle here. Danny Hamlin on the inside of Chase Briscoe. It looks like Briscoe got loose in that number 19 Toyota, and Danny Hamlin took advantage. And oh my goodness, we're now seeing Hocevar. That lead is being cut in half. Hamlin's right at the back bumper here. Hocevar, he's looking on the inside of the 77 Chevy. And here goes Danny Hamlin. We've got a new leader here. And what a move by the number 11 Toyota, as Hamlin was able to not only get around Chase Briscoe, but also the leader here, as both of those cars were getting loose here longer in this green flag run, and Hamlin takes advantage with the lead here now at Texas Motor Speedway. 21 laps in, 247 laps to go.
That's just a mistake, right?
Guys, big shout out here. We got a new member in Nerd Motion 23 and a couple of $2 super chats here. Appreciate you guys. Let's go, man. Thank you guys. And wow, Chase Briscoe is able to get around Carson Hocevar as the number 19 Toyota makes a good move to get around the number 77 Chevrolet. But look who's right behind him. Kyle Busch, driving his best race thus far here in the number 8 Chevrolet, is currently 4th here at Texas Motor Speedway. Big shout out to Ghost Honor 86, one of our members here with the $2 super chat donation. Our newest member here in Nerd Motion 23 here on Tim Reynolds Show. And how about Robert with the $2 super chat donation, says, let's go ahead and crush that goal. Thank you, man. Appreciate that, guys. Let's go, man. I guess I should have set that goal a little higher, huh? Let's go, man. Heck yeah. Baby, if you could please do me a favor, could you go plug that cord in to the internet box? Please and thank you.
I can figure it out.
Yeah, because that'll help me with my connection here. I mean, it's not looking too bad from what I'm seeing on my phone, but
I haven't noticed anything.
I've got to go. I've got to go with what the program is saying. So,
And, after that, use the restroom. I'll be right back.
okay. All right, guys. So we see here Kyle Busch, his career at Texas, 35 races, 4 wins, and 14 top 10s. So we'll see here, he's got the most wins here at Texas. Denny Hamlin has the second most with 3 career wins here at Texas Motor Speedway. He's currently in the lead as we see him and Chase Briscoe are battling up to the front. But how about Ryan Blaney in the number 12 Ford is up 10 spots since the start of the race. And Bubba Wallace, also another big mover here in the number 23 Toyota. He's moved up 10 spots since the start of the race as well.
Yeah, and we heard about it. I mean, he talked about it.
Nerd Motion, thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Loose and miss his qualifying lap. Only 1 lap opportunity, and if he slips at least a little bit.
Haha, Pops another top. Loving it. Let's go. Robert says Ghost.
Seen that 12 time and time again.
Robert says Ghost, I love you, man. And Ghost goes, shh, Robert, only whisper that in my ear. Let's go. This is awesome. All right, so Hamlin, now your new leader. Chase Briscoe not too far behind, but Hamlin with a beautiful move here as the fans here at Texas Motor Speedway like it, as Hamlin was able to pass not only Chase Briscoe for second, but also gets around Hocevar for the lead on the same lap. A great move here by Hamlin, and we're seeing some pretty competitive racing here early on as these drivers really try to figure out their cars, and they're going to really be looking for their first adjustments here as we see the fuel window here at Texas Motor Speedway is 64 to 68 laps. So a small fuel window here at Texas Motor Speedway. So you've got to imagine that a lot of these drivers, when we get to about 40 to go, maybe 35 to go, that's about halfway through a fuel run, you could see these guys start pitting to try to see if they can make some adjustments here early on, cut this first stage in half. So maybe right around lap 35, 40 should be when we start seeing some pit stops here if we stay green flag racing to the end of it here. All right. So we're on commercial break. We'll try to keep up with what we need to keep up on here, guys. Hope we're coming in good. Nerd Motion, I mean, you never know, man. As far as on the GPS, I'm sure we can find out. You know what I mean? But But bro, it's just an honor, man, to have somebody like come in right away, not only donate, but sign up to be a member and be interactive in the chat right away. I mean, that's what we're looking for here on Tim Reynolds Show, man. Let's go. All right, so we're in stage number 1, 30 laps down here out of the first 80 in stage number 1. As we're riding along here, looks like with Joey Logano, as Logano tries to get that number 22 Ford Mustang up inside the top 20 here. He's currently 23rd. Sweetheart, we plugged in?
No, not yet.
Okay. Thank you, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Glad everything's coming in clear, guys. Just trying to make sure I clear up a connection issue it says I'm having here. But looks like, I mean, everything's running pretty good for the most part. So we'll get right back to the action here. Nothing big. We're side by side on the commercial break, so keeping you guys up to date as best we can. So 237 laps to go here. And you're already seeing Carson Hocevar now on the NASCAR commercials here. How about that, man? That young man getting his first career win last week. A big win. It says we're still live. So that's good. Don't do that. Boom. We're good. Perfect, babe.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Even mixed up the track a little bit. I think the track just updated. And oh, guys, if this track is correct, looks like we're starting to see green flag pit stops already. Like I said, guys, right around lap 35. I think I called that. Oh, look who's here. Charlie Brown, Mr. Graybeard. All right, so Christopher Bell, one of the first drivers to hit pit lane here in the number 20 Toyota. So we'll start to see here pit strategy.
That's exactly what Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell did. They came about 7 laps early. Here comes Briscoe, his teammate.
Okay.
And more of them starting to come, Jamie.
So Chase Briscoe also hits pit lane. A lot of drivers now. Alex Bowman, Chase Elliott, Kyle Larson. So all the Hendrick cars on the same pit strategy here as they try to cut that strategy literally almost in half with that fuel window.
Zilich, who was running in 16th.
These early pit stops, easy to make mistakes, Kevin.
Yeah, and that's the thing that you don't want to do here in Texas. You, especially during these green flag pit stops, you don't want to have a mistake. Speeding, something that you have to come back to pit road.
So Kyle Busch, Chris Buescher heading down to pit lane as well.
This is going to draw the 11 in.
A couple more top 10 cars heading down to pit lane.
Hand out the window on your
And now it looks like Denny Hamlin, your leader's going to start coming as everybody starts to hit the pits here now.
And your leader, Denny Hamlin.
So your leader comes on to pit lane.
Yeah, as soon as Christopher Bell came to pit
Hocevar takes over.
That track position, because they know how difficult it is to pass. Regan?
Well, Kevin, that's exactly what happened in the pit stall here. As soon as the 20 car hit pit road, Denny Hamlin's team put their helmets on, began to get ready. As for the car right now for Denny, just a little bit too free when he got out front. Otherwise, it's been good.
So Denny Hamlin just a little too free once he got out in front. So a small adjustment there, but not much for the number 11, who's doing pretty good here as he heads off pit lane. We'll see if Chase Briscoe ends up being your new leader. Hocevar still has to pit. He's still in the lead right now on the racetrack.
It's going to be close as they merge onto the back stretch right here, but he's going to go right around him on the outside.
That's a combination of staying out a little bit later and making a mistake, a little bobble, exiting the pit box.
Yeah, and ultimately that stalling the car, not stalling the car, but having those hiccups getting out of the pit box right there cost him the lead of the race.
So as we see here, Chase Briscoe has been able to have a good pit stop and gets ahead of the number 11 of Denny Hamlin. So that should be your new leader after the leaders start pitting.
Hamlin's lead before it stops, 1.4 seconds over the 19.
So Hocevar, your leader. Gibbs in second in the number 54. Josh Berry third in the number 21. And Ricky Stenhouse Jr. fourth in the number 47.
77, Kevin.
Yeah, I think you know, I think as they were expecting him to come this time by, I think when you stay out that long, sometimes you give up so much lap time that you just lose track position and maybe make up a couple spots with those new tires, but we'll see how it works out.
So halfway through stage number 1 here, 228 laps to go overall, as more of these drivers up front start to make their first pit stops here on these set of green flag pit stops. Most of the cars have cycled through.
Gibbs in and out.
What's the clear thing they take off the windshield?
It's like it's just pretty much like there's going to be bugs and debris that hit that, so they tear off what's called a tear off, and it clears the windshield. So there's nothing like that. There's a lot usually on the front of the windshield. So you see here currently 9th, Chase Briscoe's last lap speed 182 miles an hour. The leader was about 179. So you see the difference with those new tires as Hocevar now will pit and give up the lead here.
Making the long run all the way down to the end of pit road.
Alfie, what's going on, man?
Josh Berry, if he does not stop, will pick up the lead. Josh?
And the plan for Carson Hocevar was to pit around lap 40 or 41, just depending about grip in the center of the corner.
Hey, my friend, how we doing? Good, says Kenneth Clark. Thanks, man. Let's go racing. Heck yeah, bro. I'm doing good, Alfie. Hope you're doing good as well.
And you see Josh Berry heading to pit road right here.
So Josh Berry now in the number 21 Ford Mustang heading down to pit lane, so he'll give up the lead to Brad Keselowski here.
He was so far ahead of Carson Hocevar we couldn't even find him on a camera.
Here's Custer on pit road. That will leave just Brad Keselowski.
This 19 team, you see Denny Hamlin starting to make a little
you're
bit
never
of
too
ground
close.
on Chase Briscoe. He definitely has a little bit better car, but that track position will be hard to gain when those cars are so even. Right now, that 3 car trying to stay on the lead lap.
So Brad Keselowski's going to pit here now, and I think that's going to cycle us through the green flag pit stops now. So our new leader should be Chase Briscoe in the number 19.
Well, you got to time it right, Clint. You got to be able to get those runs at the right time, and sometimes you just have to.
So the 19 Toyota, the number 11 Toyota, and Christopher Bell, the number 20 Toyota, all teammates for Joe Gibbs Racing, now come out as your new top 3 here after these set of green flag pit stops. Quick stops. On out your way to your place around 8 o'clock. Ride this Chevy, ride this Chevy, ride this Chevy down a little back road. Slide your pretty little cell phone over and get a little closer. Turn up the radio. Put your pretty pink toes on the dash. Lean the seat back. And I swear there ain't nothing much better than that. Little tail with a thing with nothing to do. Hey, I want to take a little ride with you. Come on. Don't want to get me started here on the country music, man. All right, so guys, we've got a battle here side by side for this commercial break. Hamlin is under fire right now as we see the number 20 of Christopher Bell on the inside of the number 11 Toyota, and a nice run here for the number 20 Toyota. Bell able to take away that second place position away from Denny Hamlin, and now the leader, Chase Briscoe, could be under fire as well. Looking to the inside, Briscoe goes to the outside lane, and Christopher Bell to the inside. Bell looks like we're gonna have a new leader coming down the backstretch. The number 20 Toyota gets around his teammate as Chase Briscoe and the number 19 drop back to second, and we've got ourselves a new leader here at Texas. Oh my goodness. And at Texas Motor Speedway, we're seeing Christopher Bell have himself a race car, ladies and gentlemen. That number 20 Toyota had a terrific pit stop, and right now he's starting to pull away from not only Hamlin, but also Briscoe. Quickly, we've got almost a 5-car gap here between Bell and Briscoe. And man, you've got to wonder how much further can Christopher Bell take this lead here with how fast he got around both of his teammates to take the lead here. And that's going to be our 4th different lead change here in this one. Yo, what's going on, man? Tim could use some auto-tune, but the dog was spot on. Way to go, Charlie. Way to go, buddy. Where's your good boy? Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Thank you, Alfie. Appreciate you, man. Yep.
What's the name of that song?
What, the Jason Aldean one?
Yeah.
Take a little ride with you, I think, or something like that.
I'll look it up. I don't remember.
Yeah, he nailed it. Heck yeah, I do appreciate you guys, man. The chat's popping off in here, man. Alfie says, Tim, you the GOAT. Thank you, man. Jeffrey says Jacob Fatu will win the race. All gas, no brakes with it. I love that. Love that, Jeffrey. Got a WWE reference in here. That is awesome, man. This is cool, guys. Thank you, guys. Man, this is going to be one of the best live streams yet, dude. Let's go. Even got the dog hanging out. Look how cool I look with Charlie over my shoulder right now. Like, this is so cool.
He's so, like, proud and staring up at you.
Just like
yep, that's my dad.
just right there. Right there. Just saluting.
Front came up on the 3 of Austin Dillon.
Well, if you see the 19 car, he's up out of the groove. He didn't hook the bottom like Denny is, and it enabled a 3 car to run that outside, get momentum, and now, wait a minute, that lapper's going right back around him.
Yeah, and he's fighting for his life to stay on the lead lap, and Briscoe tried to block him right there, but I think that the thing that I've noticed is Christopher Bell has found a lane that everybody can't really run up the racetrack, and he's making some hay. Makes the pass on the bottom.
So yeah, guys, right now Christopher Bell finding another groove right now with 29 laps to go here at Texas. But Chase Briscoe, you can see just like on that first green flag run, he's starting to really get that car tuned in the way he wants. What are you laughing about?
It certainly is, Jamie. And where's that wind blowing right down the back straightaway, making you looser into turn 3?
So the wind's starting to become a problem here for these drivers. As we see Briscoe battling side by side with Austin Dillon. Dillon trying to avoid going too far of a lap down. Right now, he's in that lucky dog position.
This track has not been kind to Christopher Bell. He's led more laps today. 7.
What's up, Dylan? Right now, Christopher Bell is leading a pack of Toyotas as we see Briscoe and Hamlin in the top 3. Kyle Busch is 4th. Chris Buescher is in 5th. And Carson Hocevar is 6th here currently.
And that's a versatile dirt racer.
So top 5 finishes, 4, but 19th or worse. 6 of those finishes thus far through 10 races here for Christopher Bell. So how about Bell now in the lead right now? That number 20 Toyota looks very fast here, and driver Christopher Bell is going to look to have to get that car into victory lane to help get his season back on track here.
I think they have a car fast enough to be able to race for the championship.
Oh yeah, the dog is chill. Tim, what'd you think of Joe Henry's concert last Monday? Short but sweet.
And to take his effort at trying to...
Uh-oh, and Hamlin gets around Briscoe, but Chase is not going down without a fight as Briscoe goes to the inside of the number 11. And oh, you see, he pulled up there as he was trying to not make sure he ran into his teammate. A really good run there by Hamlin. Hamlin gets around the number 19 Toyota using that outside lane, and Briscoe got a good run on the comeback there, but wasn't able to hit the slingshot, trying to avoid getting into the driver's side door of the number 11. So Danny Hamlin now in 2nd, and he'll look to get around Austin Dillon to start battling to get back up to Christopher Bell and battle with the lead.
Came out of the pit stop cycle in 7th, but the driver who shared the front row with him, not quite as lucky, Josh.
Yeah, we talked off the top of the race about Daniel Suarez and how they knew they had some speed after practice, but they were struggling with the handling, but the speed is not there either. Suarez coming over the radio complaining about that car, and then recently came over complaining about a vibration in that 7 car. The team said we're going to have to ride it out, but let us know if it gets worse. Jamie?
Well, one man who is on a mission going
Wow.
in the right direction is the 12 of Ryan Blaney, up to 13th already. That's 18 spots better than where he started today. It was interesting talking to his crew chief, Jonathan Hassler, this morning. You know, he reminded me, Penske Racing...
So biggest mover since the start of the race, it's Ryan Blaney, up 18 spots in the number 12 Ford Mustang, and Bubba Wallace in the number 23 Toyota, currently up 16 spots. So 21 laps to go here. Christopher Bell, your leader, as you see a lot of different drivers now moving around here with the different adjustments making. Daniel Suarez, who started on the second row, is all the way back in 20th position right now in that number 7 Chevrolet. Truth care, truth brings, I'll take one less. You're right, that's a trip. I wish I know you'll be at my show, watching, waiting, commiserating, saying so. I wanna go, turn the lights off, carry me home. No, 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 no. That's my boy. That's my boy. You the man, so funny. Heck yeah, dude. Come on, man. We gotta be lively on here, man. We gotta be lively. All right, so we are seeing Christopher Bell have to navigate through some traffic here, even though we're side by side here on a commercial break. Hamlin's hoping to take advantage of that, but right now Hamlin doing the same thing, having to navigate through some traffic here as we're starting to see the leader go to lap a couple of these drivers who are struggling right now. And we see here, that's the number 97 of looked like SVG as Shane Van Gisbergen falls down a lap here after the leader, Christopher Bell, and now Danny Hamlin gets around that Chevrolet. So we'll see here, guys. The Toyotas right now are the fast cars as they have the top 3 spots here. Uh-oh, we've got a battle here for 4th. Chris Buescher side by side with Kyle Busch. And the number 17 Ford Mustang has got something for that number 8 Chevrolet as they're side by side going down the front stretch heading into turn number 1. As we see Chris Buescher's on the bottom lane. Kyle Busch on the top lane here. That number 17 has got some grip. He'll need to look and see, get that speed on the backstretch here to try to get around the number 8. And we see Busch is holding that top lane very well. And you can see Buescher right there gets around Kyle Busch for the number 4th place position. A great pass there by Chris Buescher. That number 17 Ford Mustang looks like a serious contender here in this one. Ghost, what's up with another $2 super chat? Dang, brother, you feeling generous today? I appreciate it, man. Donate to keep Tim from singing now. Come on, man. The joys of singing. I mean, come on. I ain't the best, but I think I'm pretty good. Come on, man. Robert, are the earplugs part of the deal? Tim will back up legendary singer? Heck yeah, dude. Let's go.
For Charlie.
Yeah, Charlie's the backup singer.
No,
that's
you're
my boy.
the backup singer to Charlie.
To Charlie? Oh, Jogo boy.
Okay,
Jogo boy. Is that my boy? Is that my boy? Look at him. Look at him. Yes. Gonna have these freaking streams forever with him in it, man.
Top 5's here in 7
That's
Texas
our
starts. Regan?
Things go very well for the 20 as we see a potential pass for the lead here.
Uh-oh! And ladies and gentlemen, we got a battle here for the lead. Christopher Bell under fire here by Denny Hamlin. His teammate right at the back bumper of the number 20. And now they're side by side. Hamlin looking to regain the lead against Christopher Bell. But Bell's going to battle back here going down the front stretch. We've got 13 laps to go here in stage number 1. And Hamlin has a nose-length lead here above the number 20. He's going to look to block him here going down the backstretch. And Christopher Bell looking for a slingshot here, but a great block by the number 11 Toyota. Christopher Bell now drops back to second. Uh-oh, but not so fast. Oh, and there's a car spinning out. Christopher Bell gets into the wall. And oh my goodness. Talk about bad luck for the leader. As the number 34, I believe that was David Gilliland, who got loose. Christopher Bell just got clipped. And he got into the wall. That was a pretty nice lick by the number 20. And we'll have to see what the damage is.
Yeah, he's done.
Man, he's done? Who's done?
Right in his lap. A lot of cars trying to stay.
Oh, no, and there's a flat tire on the leader, Christopher Bell.
And that tire whirling around the right front is not going to do any good as Bell tries to get it to pit road.
What is you, baby?
And that's really just kind of the way that his whole season has gone so far.
Wow.
To Kansas, being in position to win that race.
Heck yeah, Alfie, appreciate you, bro.
Checkered flag crashing, got a terrible finish. Same thing last week.
4 of the last 5 races, Bell has finished outside.
So here we go, guys. We're trying to see what happened here on the replay. As you see the number 34 just get loose right in front of the leader. Christopher Bell trying to find a way to get around and just barely gets clipped there in the back left corner panel. And it's right when Christopher Bell made the pass on Denny Hamlin. And that aggressiveness, oh man, gets the number 20 sideways here. And you see the lick into the wall. That's pretty tough there, guys. And that right front tire went flat. So, oh, that's no good.
Dang it. Oh, no.
So frustrating.
Happens quick.
Give Alfie a yeet before it goes, babe.
Yeet!
Got back in the gas there trying to beat him. Just barely. So close.
Wow, you can see the frustration on the face of Christopher Bell. 2 flat tires, trying to get that car back to pit lane. But that could be the end of the day for the former leader. Oh!
Larry, we're going to have 10 laps to go when pit road opens. What are we going to see?
Yeah, we've been well over 20 laps since those pit stops. I think you're going to see most of them take 4. But remember, we're going to go back racing with about 7 or 8 laps to go on this stage. Don't be surprised to see somebody roll the dice and maybe try just 2 here.
So everybody coming down the pit lane, just about. Man, tough break for Christopher Bell here, getting caught up in that caution.
That is a bummer.
Man, one of the faster cars here on the racetrack. He's got 2 flat tires and a lot of damage. So we'll see if he's able to get back on the racetrack. But I think his chances of winning this race just went to 0. Tyler, how we doing, brother? Can we have a yeet yeet? Let's go.
Baby.
What?
And then Alfie from the UK too?
What's up?
5 cars stayed out.
Maybe, yeah.
Led by Eric Jones and Ricky Stenhouse.
Is he not so comfortable right now?
He didn't want to be with his mommy.
He just wants to hang out with us, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Bum, 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 bum. Wow. That lick was even harder on that last replay there for Christopher Bell, who gets caught up in our first caution here of the day, ladies and gentlemen. So we've got to get ourselves reset as we get ready for the end of stage number 1. We'll have about 7 or 6 laps to go as we get ready for the end of stage number 1 here at Texas Motor Speedway for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series.
Covered in Charlie.
What do you expect?
Jesus. Get in there.
Good boy.
Push pop.
Oh, don't do that. A hairy push pop? Who likes that? I don't think anybody likes that.
I don't think so.
Dylan, what's up, man? He says, how much damage you got, Tim? He's got to get back to the front. Daytona Day 2011. Yeah, I mean, the damage he got there, Christopher Bell there, Dylan, I think is probably going to be too much, man. Hopefully he can at least get it repaired to get it back out there, but yeah. Too bad it wasn't Kyle Busch, says Marlon. Yeah, guess not. Doggy needs a NASCAR bandana. Absolutely, Nerd Motion. I like that, man. Hey, I can understand why, Nerd. You wish you were hanging at the bar in the man cave. Could see how fun it would be. Heck yeah, Ghost. Thank you for hanging out with us in the man cave, brother.
Harry, what? Push pop.
And then
Harry push pop.
and then Robert says, I do. Oh my gosh. Oh gosh. This chat's going wild and crazy here, man. Appreciate you, Tyler. How we doing, brother? All right. And we killing it on these NASCAR streams. Hey.
NASCAR
Yep. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here after these commercial breaks. Thanks for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys are interested in help supporting the channel any other way, you guys can sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel. There's also a link at the top of my YouTube channel page that you guys can donate any amount that you would like, or you can also hit me up with super chats here on the live stream with any shout outs or any questions that you guys have about NASCAR, wrestling, or sports, anything like that. How am I supposed to communicate when you keep giggling back here?
You told me to keep up with the chat, so
Yeah.
I gotta pay attention to their
So you just can't, so they are literally going to just start writing crap just to see how many times they can make you do that laugh. Yeah, I'm saying.
Just read the last. That's great.
I ain't reading that out loud.
I didn't say out loud.
I ain't. Nope. No, we're good. All right, guys, so we're going to Watkins Glen International next week, baby. We are street course racing next week. We get down on Texas. Hell yeah, Dylan, let's go.
On your pylon there, stayed out and did not stop. Hocevar and Priest in 6th and 7th.
Robert, are you serious?
All those drivers looking for
Due to the cost of the living. Yeah. Cost of living's gone through the frickin' roof.
The variance in speed from the guys that are at the front of
All right, guys, so Eric Jones, Stenhouse Jr., Ross Chastain, AJ Allmendinger, John Hunter Nemechek are your new top 5 here. Hocevar stayed out as well. Ryan Priest stayed out. And Denny Hamlin is the start of the cars who came into pit. Most of them took about 2 tires. And looks like we'll have about 6 laps to go when we get restarted here.
What happened?
Uh-oh.
Well, the wheels fell off the bus, but I think this time...
No way! So Ryan Blaney lost 12 a lot more spots here. Stalled out the car. Yep.
Oh.
Stalled it, Kev. Oh,
Stalled it twice. Wow.
Damn.
3 times.
It almost sounds like he's got it in the wrong gear.
Second gear, that's what I'm thinking.
Kept lugging on the restart. Jamie?
You guys nailed it right there. Just talked to the team and they said
Wow.
he got stuck in gear trying to exit the box, and that was the problem. He took it hard on himself, guys, but we've seen him come to the field once today. We're going to have to see him do it again. It's
Mini Furburger.
I'm
Read
almost
that
glad to
out
see that
loud.
because
That's disgusting.
the crew changes that have been made had been very positive these last 2 weeks as Coach Gibbs has
It's
a
a
word with Christopher Bell.
And looks like Christopher Bell's day is over, ladies and gentlemen. He is out of the race car, and that is a tough break for the number 20 Toyota of Joe Gibbs Racing.
Oh no, he's done.
He's done, yep.
Ooh,
Racing hard as you
bummer.
could. Watch these
Yep.
old tires, 2 tires. This
All right, here we go, guys. We're going to go back racing with 6 laps to go here in stage number 1. And we're back green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Out in front is Eric Jones in the number 43 Toyota. Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the Chevrolet right beside him. Oh, we've got some action behind the pack. We're 4 wide coming out of turn number 2. Oh, ho, ho!
Holy cow.
And there goes Hocevar with a big dive bomb underneath Ross Chastain, taking that bottom lane. Oh, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. got loose. The number 47 on the high side as he was shaking that 47 Chevrolet back and forth, and we're seeing a lot of cars battle. Here's Hocevar. He's on the inside of A.J. Allmendinger, looking to take away that third place spot. And Chris Buescher continues to fall backwards here.
Hocevar just 2 tires, but it hasn't seemed to slow his march back toward the front.
And a lot of cars swapping positions here. Oh, William Byron gets on the inside of Danny Hamlin as the number 24 Chevrolet gets a couple of positions there on one turn. We've got 4 laps to go here in stage number 1.
And that's holding up Chase Elliott and everybody behind him. Trying to make some steam in that top lane. 3.5 to go.
So a lot of action here. Oh, dive bombing Denny Hamlin. That's Chase Elliott. He makes it 3 wide going into turn number 3. And talk about some action here. Hamlin right side by side with Ryan Preece. And we're 3 wide coming down the front stretch. Oh, my goodness. You can't even fit a freaking piece of paper in between them. And there on the inside is Austin Cindric in the number 2 Ford Mustang, and Ryan Preece, smart. He backs out of the gas and gets out of there. Woo! So 3 laps to go, 190 laps to go overall. Chase Briscoe on the inside of Ross Chastain. Briscoe takes away that top 6 spot from the number 1 Chevrolet. Oh, contact! William Byron got into the back bumper of Kyle Busch, and Busch almost gets into Ross Chastain. Those Chevrolets are trying to gain positions here with 2 laps left.
And the 9 of Chase Elliott now in the final point position.
And there you go, Chase Elliott now inside the top 10, looking to gain more points in the point standings. And now looking 3 wide. Oh, there's contact. Ross Chastain gets into the number 24, William Byron, coming down the front stretch as Chastain tries to hold on with the final lap here in stage number 1.
Chastain now in the 10th and final point position.
And here we go, final lap here. Chastain looking on the inside of Hamlin, but it's Eric Jones who's coming out of turn number 4, and your winner of stage number 1, it's Eric Jones in the number 43 Toyota. Hocevar with a nice finish, and how about Chase Elliott? Getting past a couple of different cars, Elliott is able to get that number 9 Chevrolet inside the top 10, but how about Eric Jones? The driver of the number 43 Toyota gets his first stage win here of the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. And that was a great ending here to stage number 1 in Texas Motor Speedway. Heck yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, was a little nicer you got it earlier.
Oh, come on. I'm a little slow, okay? You gotta, prompt me like you did.
Yeah, okay.
I need prompting.
I will say first thing, the creamsicle shave, not gonna lie. Had to take a look, just facts. Okay.
Talking about his mustache, I think.
Ah. Thought you were talking about mine. So I trimmed up pretty good. Nerd, great decade, but I was minted a bit earlier, but understand. Gotcha. Looks like the chat popping off here a little bit. Blaney should just never pit. I'm telling you, Robert, this guy is ranked 35th in pit standings as far as pit rankings, right? He's 3rd in passing rank and 3rd in racing rank. Like Ryan Blaney right now could probably even be the points leader or close to it if he didn't have such bad of a pit crew as he's got right now. It is sad. It is very sad for Ryan Blaney. That mistake, though, on pit lane was on Blaney, though. He stalled out the car 3 different times trying to get it in gear and get it out of pit lane there. So that, unfortunately, is on Ryan Blaney. All right, Dylan, we'll see you on Monday Night Raw, brother. Thank you, thank you. Hey, guys, thank you so much for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Heck yeah. Thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
Charlie, what are you doing?
I'm doing all the licking.
You need to stop it.
Just looking for attention. Ooh! Hey, baby.
Yeah, what's up?
Guess who won again?
The Rays?
The Rays! Ooh! Tampa Bay Rays get a sweep of them Giants. And man, they're 21-12 now. That's pretty good. Pretty good.
Like
Can we get the 70s and 80s back? I don't think we can, Ghost. I
no
don't.
one knew, because then there would be no Amber and Tim.
Right, we wouldn't have YouTube. We wouldn't have YouTube either. Oh, but
We
man.
90s baby.
We 90s babies, but we wouldn't mind hanging out in the 70s or 80s either. Shit.
That would be kind of cool.
That would be really cool. Woo! We'd be having so much fun. Oh my goodness. Bum, 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 yeah.
By Poet. Subscribe to Speed on Fox, on YouTube.
Bow, down, down,
Get your
down.
podcasts. 82 laps, stage 1 complete, waiting for pit road to open. Jamie?
Christopher Bell has been checked and released. Wrong place at the wrong time, leading this race. And you
So
got
interview with Christopher Bell.
Another bad luck race here. How do you describe just the disappointment?
Yeah, I mean, it's a bummer, but I'm just, I'm so thankful. I'm thankful that I get to drive really fast race cars. Thankful that I got to lead laps today. Thankful that I get to carry the ring colors, drive for Joe Gibbs Racing. And, yeah, I was a couple feet away from having a great day. But, yeah, it's going to turn around at some point.
We'll see you at Watkins then. Mike?
And you can see the disappointment on the face of Christopher Bell.
It's so tough.
So tough, man.
And I'll have all those things happen.
What did you say, my love?
What do you want me to take out of the freezer?
No clue. Yeah, sorry. I'm not always the best of help. Gotta make something else up. Chicken it is. Chicken.
Angles 43.
All right, so we're getting ready to start stage number 2 here, guys. And we'll see which of these drivers decide to pit.
They were having a mediocre day at best, and why not just take a chance and stack some stage points on right now? Obviously, they're going to lose track position right here, but at least you got something to show for it.
There's your Celsius on board with A.J. Allmendinger, who will pit from 7th position as pit road is open.
All right, so pit road's open. We'll see some drivers head down pit lane that took some stage points there. And a few other drivers stay out as well.
Stenhouse, Allmendinger.
A lot of cars coming up pit road right here.
So a little bit more than expected here as far as drivers down pit lane.
Suarez will get a needed adjustment here. Noah Grigson pushing Connor Zillage. Big track along the pit lane.
One car that is on pit lane right there, you see in the middle of the screen,
Ooh.
is Kyle Larson. We haven't talked about him at all today, Clint, but usually we're talking about how fast he is right here. But he's been struggling today.
Alex Zanardi was a racer in Formula One. He was a champion in the kart Indy.
Yeah, that's right, guys. Man, bummer for Christopher Bell. He had one of the faster race cars here today, and unfortunately, he gets caught up in the first caution of the day. It ends up wrecking out of this race. His first do not finish here of the 2026 season for the driver there in the number 20 Toyota, Christopher Bell. So tough luck for him. He's out for the rest of the race. So we'll see if another one of these Joe Gibbs Racing cars can step up and get a victory here. Always fun until you get hit with the lawn dart, says Ghost. Ghost, I carved my homework in stone and sent it to the carrier pigeon. Sent it by carrier pigeon. I don't know if a carrier pigeon could carry stone, but my team leads the Knights. It's a bummer for Christopher Bell there, says Nerd in Motion. Robert, that's because you ate the pencils and crayons. Ghost! Really? Ghost, you promised not to tell, says Robert. Oh, man, this is hilarious, dude. Nerd, I need Langers in here. USA! USA! But they aren't like they used to be. Oops, did I? Are you guys talking about the ice soccer? What? Ice soccer? What the heck is that? Guess I'll take a smoke break. My car is out. Oh, no, Dylan, you were going for Christopher Bell? Yeah, that's a bummer, man. Very big bummer for Christopher Bell, man. He had one of the faster cars here in this track at Texas Motor Speedway. Y'all ready for this?
Can you hand me my phone, please?
Hand her phone.
I'll be back.
Oh, she needs to snack. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here. Please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Detroit Pistons 51, Orlando Magic 45. Jeffrey, thank you for keeping us up to date there, man. Man, hopefully the Magic can pull up the upset, huh? That'd be pretty cool. Sorry, Dylan, we were hoping for Bubbles. You mean Bubba Wallace? Who are you talking about, Ghost? Who are you rooting for, Ghost? Who are you going for in this race, man? I know our boy Robert rooting for them RFK boys. I know he doing that. Right now it looks like Chris Buescher has got a good chance here. He's got a fast number 17 Ford Mustang for RFK. And even Ryan Priest in the number 60 Ford Mustang looks like he's got a pretty fast car as well. All right. Oh, I've got a Mississippi Queen in the background and a cold beer in between. Talk about Mississippi Queen, yeah. And a cold beer from Welch's Brewery called Tiny Rebel. Ooh, that's an interesting name. Chaser Noah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely rooting for Chase Elliott, man. He deserves a win. He really does deserve a win. Now, the guy I'm surprised we haven't heard more of here at the start of this race is Kyle Larson. I think they're still trying to get that car dialed in a little bit, that number 5 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. It does look like William Byron is pretty fast. They got that car tuned in just right as we get back to the race here, guys.
Carson Hocevar and Ty Gibbs.
Heck yeah, Tucker. Chase Elliott, a big fan favorite.
Drivers to score their first Cup Series win. From 91 for Hocevar to 131 for Ty Gibbs, the two most recent. And as few as 4 starts later, the second win came. How long will it be for Gibbs or Hocevar to find their way back to victory lane?
Yeah, usually once you knock that barrier over, you're able to make it happen a little more consistent. Jamie?
Yeah, and you guys, Kyle Larson is just going in the wrong direction. He just says he's so tight, nothing to lean on with the rear wheels. They've been working on it every stop. They started out with air pressure, didn't really move the needle. So 2 stops ago, they made a right rear wedge adjustment. It helped a little bit. So they just made a left rear wedge adjustment to try to help that grip. That's what he's lacking as he's back, going to restart in 25th.
Yeah, he'll restart 25th, but he was the 8th car off pit road because the first 17 cars all pitted at lap 70 and they stayed out. So the first car with 4 fresh tires is Eric Jones in 18th place. Who won stage 1.
All right, guys, so Eric Jones was the first car to pit after getting the stage win there. He'll be 18th. Everybody else stayed out, so they'll have a little bit more wear and tear on their cars as we get ready to go into the restart zone here, and the green flag is out for stage 2 here at Texas Motor Speedway. And we're off to the races here, folks, as we see Hocevar and Gibbs out in front. Action behind the leaders as these drivers start to find their way up towards the front. And there's a nice pass by Chase Briscoe. Briscoe up to third place. He dive bombs the inside of Hocevar. Hocevar throws a block there. The 77's now side by side with Gibbs. The number 54 Toyota on the high side looks to take the lead away from Hocevar. And right behind him is Briscoe. Briscoe trying to thread the needle, and he's got to back off there after a great run coming down the front stretch. And we're here into stage number 2, 10 laps in. Hocevar near the bottom. Gibbs trying to push the pressure down on the 77, taking that airflow off the 77 there on the right side. And Gibbs has barely narrowed out in front of Hocevar. So 2 cautions, 9 lead changes, and more to come. Here as these 2 leaders battle it out. Hocevar side by side with Ty Gibbs. Right behind them's Chase Briscoe. Briscoe hoping to take advantage of the battle for the lead here. He's got a fast number 19 Toyota, but that 77 Chevrolet, goes up a little high and puts a nice block on Gibbs. Gibbs got loose, and now Briscoe takes over second place. And talk about a tough block there from Hocevar. But wait a minute, folks. Here comes Chase Elliott. Elliott up to 4th place now, battling behind Ty Gibbs inside the top 4. What a great run here. Yo, what's up, Buddha? How we doing, guys? And we see here a battle here between Chris Buescher and Kyle Busch. Buescher right behind the number 8. And there goes William Byron. The caution is out. The number 24 Chevrolet got loose, and he is lucky to make it out unscathed. Woo!
Or a good thing he didn't go all the way through the grass, because it has torn the front end off several trucks and O'Reilly cars already this weekend. William Byron got by with one there.
Woo! So, guys, that's our 4th caution flag here as we see William Byron, the number 24 Chevrolet driver, got loose and almost got wrecked out of this race.
Valvoline onboard cam.
Buddha, what's up, Corey? How we doing, man? What's up, old man?
We'll have to see.
Oh, thank you, Mrs. Reynolds.
It was in the vicinity of this bump, Kevin.
Everybody give high side for the best show in the USA. Aw, Dylan, thank you, dude. I appreciate that, man. All right, so here's the replay. As you see there, wow, William Byron already sideways coming out of the exit at turn number 4. How did he save this car? I mean, talk about skill, and whoo! Joey Logano just gets around the number 24. Yikes! Woo! That was close. So here we go. As he came into turn number 3, you see him go up the racetrack. He tries to stay on the gas and hits those bumps in the middle of turn number 3 and 4 and just got loose. The car goes around, and how about that save there for William Byron? Wow. A great save there.
When he bottomed out in the seat, you can see his body go down, and that car spins right around just in time for the bump.
This caution is exactly for the leader, Hocevar, what he needed. Let's get these 2 tires off now and reestablish for these guys.
It's also what everybody needed that just pitted. Jamie?
Yeah, they were going back and forth on the field. Chase Briscoe, they're right on the edge of the fuel window when they wanted to come in and pit, so they just decided to say yes, right side.
Oh, and look at that! We've got some action on pit lane! Great Chase Briscoe just got into Kyle Larson on that 2-tire stop, and that's gonna cost Chase Briscoe here on pit lane. And look who the new leader is coming out of the pits! It's Chris Buescher! Oh no, Elliott able to beat him out. Michael McDowell with a great pit stop here. And how about those pit strategies there, folks? A lot of guys taking no tires, 2 tires. Oh no, and Joey Logano may have just been wrecked out of this race on pit lane. As you see there, oh, Hamlin, no, Logano got into the back corner panel of the number 41, and that could be the end of the day of Joey Logano. Holy crap, talk about bad luck on pit lane. Ladies and gentlemen, that front left corner panel and tire of the number 22 Ford Mustang was torn up. The back right corner panel of the number 41 got a little messed up as well. I don't know how bad the damage is there for the number 41, but Joey Logano looks like he could be out of this race, ladies and gents. Oh my goodness. That's it. Hendrick drives the best in the world. Hell yeah, Marlon. Nerd, make some quick copies. Quick copy of what? One beer left. Got to make some copies. Nice. Rick Hendrick got one down and 3 more to go. Heck yeah, Dylan. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Petland got some action today. I guess so. All right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. As we wait to get back to the action here, we did see some drivers stay out, so we'll see if they end up coming out as we'll get some new leaders here after that caution here in stage number 2. Scotty Day, how we doing? Scotty. Unfortunately, Christopher Bell has wrecked out of this race. He was leading when unfortunately he got contacted by the number 34 and got into the wall hard. And that is the end of the day for Christopher Bell, who had some really bad luck here. A fast race car, but some very bad luck here not finishing the race. Too bad it wasn't Hamilton. Ooh, Corey said some ribeyes. Let's go, man. Uh-oh, taters. Wife loves potatoes. Watch out. Wife loves potatoes. Oh, forgot to do this, guys. Eric Jones, driver of the number 43 Toyota, wins stage 1.
This is what happens when you have 2 tires, cars coming out of the pit boxes so quick. Oh, that car, that hit harder than I thought, Clint.
Right front is definitely hurt on the 19.
Yeah, that car's in big trouble.
So the 19 of Chase Briscoe had to go in reverse. And here it is. The number 41 of Cole Custard just gets hit by Joey Logano.
To even get into his pit. And now you're going to ride along with the Hunt Brothers Pizza Cam and Logano.
So Logano comes out of the pit lane, trying to make some room here. Logano just gets right into that. Wow.
And the third incident, Denny Hamlin gets blocked in by Connor Zilich, who ends up overshooting his pit and having to back up.
So the window net's down. Logano throws the steering wheel. Wow, Logano not happy.
You're starting to hear some of the frustration.
Here's Logano's view of the spin earlier of William Byron. He just gets by, but I guess too many stops at the luck bank.
Yeah, well, he survived at 175 miles an hour, and then down there on pit road at about 35 completely tore the left front off. And in those moments, in the driver's seat, you're trying to navigate everything, looking forward, looking in your mirror, and it all happened pretty fast. I'm not sure if he was looking in his mirror.
We see it all the time. When you have guys taking
Damn.
2 tires, some taking 4 tires, it leads to clean.
That's crazy, guys. So a bunch of drivers taking 2 tires and 4 tires. Joey Logano just got wrecked out of this race. I mean, he's out. They're taking they're towing his car back. That's just a very, very tough break for Joey Logano.
Way up or way down? He's the defending winner of this race, goes off on the hook. And look at those finishes. Top to bottom.
It's a sport of humble, you won't it?
About the time you think you're on the top, you wind up trying to figure out how to even get back on track to finish a race. And right now, that's where that 22 team is, unfortunately.
So here we go, guys. Getting back to the green flag here. Looks like Corey Heim and Zane Smith are our new leaders. And we are back green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. Corey Heim in the number 67 Toyota out in front. Brad Keselowski right behind him and gives him a nice shove to the lead. Zane Smith side by side with Keselowski, and Brad able to get around Smith for the number 2 place position. Right behind them is Daniel Suarez, and a lot of the different shifting of positions back behind the leaders.
Yeah, you're so right, Clint. I mean, you look at this field right now with the way that everything is mixed up at the front, all the cars that have been up front, in the back, and cars that have been torn.
So 3 cautions, 11 different lead changes, the most lads sled by Hocevar, and Jones was your stage 1 winner. Corey Heim now in the lead in the number 67 Toyota. Brad Keselowski second in the number 6 Ford Mustang.
Including Zane Smith, Keselowski, Stenhouse, Daniel Suarez, Nemechek, and Riley Herbst all stayed out for track position.
So we got 167 laps to go. 20 laps into this 85 lap stage number 2.
Run green, he gets some laps under the belt to get reestablished of kind of where you're going.
So Chase Elliott on the outside here trying to keep on and battle back to get back inside the top 10. Oh, and there's some action in the back. Hocevar almost gets into A.J. Allmendinger in the number 77 Chevrolet, battling to get up back inside the top 15.
These cars have speed, and they're learning a lot about their race cars up in the front right now.
But in the back, caution waves.
Uh-oh! And oh no! We've got another caution here, ladies and gentlemen. This one is Ty Gibbs. It looks like he ran into the wall, and that front right tire has got a lot of damage.
For the lead the last run. No free pass on this or the previous caution because all cars running.
But this is what happens. This is what happens when that field gets mixed up like that. You have instances where you're trying to get by cars, forcing the issue, and it looks like right here, you know, it's going to put an end to Ty Gibbs' day.
So Corey Heim, part-time driver for Michael Jordan and Denny Hamlin's team, 23:11, has the Xfinity fastest lap.
Wow!
Of the race.
So Corey Heim just put down the fastest lap of the race thus far. How about Daniel Suarez with the 4th fastest lap? Looks like he's starting to get things dialed in that number 7 Chevrolet.
Back at lap 2. All right, let's see what happened to Ty Gibbs.
So we'll see the replay here. Ty Gibbs.
I can't tell who's the car behind.
Oh, got shoved. And Ryan Priest, unfortunately, takes out Ty Gibbs.
And that's a product. All right, he lost that track position. I just said, man, he was just running up front when he got sideways, hit that bump earlier, and contending for the lead, the point spot. Gets mired back in traffic with a 4-tire stop, and now he's in the pits with a junk race car.
So 14 cautions, a race in the 7th gen car, most of all active tracks here at Texas Motor Speedway. Yikes.
Probably got green paint on it.
These caution laps are helping those cars that stayed out make it to the end on fuel. I don't see anybody pitting here.
Well, that's what you hope so. When you stay out on the
Oh, Scotty Day, appreciate you, man. Going back to weed eating, Tim, but gonna leave you, Braun, brother. Thank you, Scotty. I appreciate you, man. All right, guys, so we are under caution here. 25 laps in and 163 laps to go here as we're in the middle of stage number 2 here in this one, everybody. Scotty, man, I hate that, bro. Gonna be doing that Tuesday. Yep, weed eating, heck yeah. Grandpa ain't going to be happy about that, says Robert. What? Happy about what? Oh, man, I gotta get caught up here. Jeffrey says Terry and Bobby Labonte from Corpus Christi, Texas. Hey, Loved watching those guys race there, Jeffrey. Thanks for sharing that with us, man.
Hey, babe. You want coffee? How's your beer?
It's empty.
You want coffee?
I'd rather have a soda.
Okay. Cream or regular?
Regular.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, guys, so under caution here at Texas Motor Speedway, waiting to get back to the action during this commercial break. Guys, please make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget, guys, if you want to help support the channel, you can sign up for channel memberships on my YouTube channel. You can also donate by clicking the link on the top of that YouTube channel page, Tim Reynolds Show. And you guys can also give me a shout out here with those super chats or any questions that you guys have, whether they're NASCAR questions, sports questions, wrestling questions, or NFL questions. They're all welcome here on Tim Reynolds Show as we continue to grow this sports entertainment channel here on YouTube. Thank you guys so much, man, for showing all the love and support here for just a guy trying to follow his dream here to become a YouTuber, guys. So let's go. Let's make it happen. Been a pretty decent race thus far. Texas is always interesting, guys. Like we've already mentioned a couple of times today, they average the most cautions out of any track in the next gen car, and it's very competitive. It almost seems like it's anybody's race in this one, especially with the track temperature, how the cars wear and tear. Some cars are better on the early part of the run when you've got those fresh Goodyear tires. Other ones are better on the late end or the late green flag run that we've seen a little bit of here thus far. But I do expect to see a few more cautions before we get done with today. So it's going to be a wild one. Hope you guys are ready to enjoy it with us. Ghost, I need some new clothes. We are losing money. Mrs. Reynolds, I need to be subbed for 24 hours. Looks like Nerd's got to step out here. Robert, that's a beer in front of you, not a fragment of your imagination. That's awesome, man. Watch too many of them, it'll make you drunk, says Tucker.
Racing on Earth, it's the racing capital of the world. Alex Palou looks to continue his dominance of the 14-turn IMS road course. Race before the 500, Saturday, 4:30 Eastern, on Fox from Indianapolis. Let's go to the Care Center. Jamie Little.
Joey Logano's been checked and released. He avoided the on-track incident over 180 miles an hour, and then on pit road, 35 miles an hour, you're taken out of this race. What did you see there, Joey?
Yeah, everyone was trying to do two tires, and the whole field's past you because the pit stops are so fast with two tires, and they just checked up in front of me, stopped, and you're trying to look and try to get up out of the way, and he just stopped. There was nothing I could do, but I couldn't stop in time. So it's been a tough year, Jamie, to say the least. But prior to the speed we had today, Discount Tire Mustang had good speed capable of going out there and running into that long run there at the end of the stage. We were one of the best, if not the best car. Just
tough for Joey Logano, man.
But glad we had speed at least, and all you can do is keep digging. Go to the next one.
Thanks, Joey. Mike?
So this is the third mile-and-a-half track we've been on this year. At Las Vegas and Kansas, there were no DNFs or did not finish. And already in the garage, Logano, Custer, and Bell from an on-track incident. Logano and Custer.
All right, here we go, guys. Back clean frag racing here with Brad Keselowski and Corey Heim out in front. 160 laps to go. Oh, we're already 3 wide near the back of the pack here, heading into turn number 1. And a great run here for Brad Keselowski, but he's under a battle here as Daniel Suarez goes side by side with the number 6 Ford Mustang. Suarez and the number 7 Chevrolet looking to take away that second place spot, and he will. Oh, and there's a battle near 10th place as Tyler Reddick has a battle with Chase Briscoe, and Chase Elliott battling to get inside the top 5. The number 9 Chevrolet looks fast here for Hendrick Motorsports.
You see just in the middle of the pack where everything...
Oh, man, and there Ryan Priest tried to thread the needle and get in between Alex Bowman and SVG, and he's not able to do it. And oh, Hocevar goes 3 wide as Bubba Wallace and Danny Hamlin get around the 77. We've got a lot of battles near the back of the pack.
You got to keep your elbows up. You lose positions in this dirty air can't get them back. Very hard.
That's back at 16th place.
That's right, guys. A lot of these drivers have fast race cars, but because of the pit strategies thus far, a lot of them are near the back of the pack.
The amount of cars that you need to pass and the time that it takes to pass them just keeps going up as you run throughout the day, and the field spreads out. So when they're all packed up like that, you want to try to capitalize on.
What's up, Martin?
Side by side for 5th, side by side for 7th.
I hear you there, Kevin, but I think you need to take a deep breath. Slow things down a little bit.
Send Danica Patrick back. She belongs in IndyCar, man, not NASCAR.
That's what Chase Briscoe
Hello.
is doing. He restarted
Hello.
We're back. We're back.
already up to
Oh.
No
ninth.
coffee.
Yeah,
And a snack.
I was really worried about that
You're
19
missing
car.
something.
Oh shit, I am.
Fender had damage,
Dang
but
it.
it doesn't
I'm
seem
not back. I'm not
to
back.
have affected
Oh,
his
this is a
car that
figment of
much.
your imagination.
So we see here Buscher right along with him. He's in a battle here with John Hunter Nemechek for the top 8 spot here. And Buscher's going to hold on using that outside lane in the number 17 Ford Mustang. And a good run here for Nemechek in that number 42 Toyota as he's able to hold it on here inside the top 10. That could be a very good finish for him as we've got 30 laps in to 85 laps here in stage number 2.
Mike, you finally said his name today. We haven't
Alfie,
said it
welcome
since we
back.
introduced
What's
him
up,
to the starting
Jake?
lineup. He's having great knack
Okay,
right
I'm
now,
back.
keeping
I'm back.
themselves in the race,
Thank you.
surviving
Here
the
you go,
chaos,
Eddie.
continue to work on their car, and he'll be relevant until he's over, most likely.
Don't do that.
Right? We don't need none of that glitchiness.
All right, guys, how about Chase Elliott? He has now got around Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Brad Keselowski, and he is currently 3rd here, and that number 9 Chevrolet is making its way towards the front. Chase Elliott could be a serious contender here to get the win at Texas Motor Speedway. And he's coming off back-to-back top 10s the first time this season for Chase Elliott. So he's coming into here hot. And he's on the inside of Daniel Suarez going down the backstretch here. The number 9 Chevrolet looks to get around the number 7 Chevrolet. Suarez is going to lose a spot here as Chase Elliott takes over the 2nd place spot. But Suarez is not going away without a fight as he battles back here going down the front stretch. But Elliott a lot faster in the corners as you can see him start to drive away from the number 7, taking over that 2nd place spot.
It can go both ways. If you're loose into the corner, you can use brakes to keep the car loaded up with the suspender, with the chassis.
Listening here to talk to F1 is like watching a toddler paint a hippo, and he goes, "Nerds, now you understand why we don't want her back."
His car to the garage. Let's check with Josh on the leader.
Well, guys, 3rd start of the season for Corey Heim. Some strategy play to get up front, getting some valuable experience in terms of restarting on the front row. Got to do 2 of those, came over the radio, told the team, hey guys, let me know where the guys are making speed behind me so I know where I need to run. But pretty cool
on the
for all the
empty
drivers in 2311. Michael Jordan is in his pit box right now during this race, and he called this car the best one he's had in his cup starts, and he's making the most of it right now up front.
Well, Heim was last year's Truck Series champion. He has 25 wins in the Craftsman Truck Series, 5th all-time. This is his 3rd of 12 Cup Series starts that he will make this year. And somebody's going to have to find a place for this young
So
fellow.
Corey Heim doing a very good job here leading this race. 21 laps led. That's more than he's had in his whole career here in the Cup Series thus far, making his 3rd start this season.
That Michael Jordan, if I were the driver, I'm coming to get him. If you have other plans, sorry, keep the boat parked. We're going to the racetrack. We need you, buddy.
No.
He shows up, they go to victory lane.
Charlie.
Yikes.
No.
36 complete in stage 2, which will end at lap 165.
All right, there we go, guys. As we see here, we're going to be hitting another commercial break here. Tough luck for Christopher Bell and a lot of drivers, including Joey Logano, who are already knocked out of this race here at Texas Motor Speedway. So we will stay side by side here, guys, to keep you up with the action. We've got 150 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. All right, next week in Germany is the 24 hours of Nürburgring. What do you think about that? Martin, unfortunately, buddy, I don't know what it is you're mentioning, but I do appreciate you hanging out with us here, man. Tim, would you rather NFL or the NASCAR?
Oh boy.
Whew. Well, it's gonna be NFL all day,
yeah,
buddy.
I knew
Like
it.
I could watch NFL any day of the week. NASCAR is a very close second because it's very entertaining and there's not usually a bad race when you watch NASCAR, to be honest, especially like if you go see it live. Like you get your best bang for your buck when you go see a NASCAR race live when it comes to pretty much any sport, I think, in my opinion. With football, for me, being a close second because I love football. But, man, like baseball, love going to those games, literally in general. Hockey, I've got to go to a playoff game for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Oh,
that was incredible.
Cool.
That was incredible, man.
The
The atmosphere.
For your birthday one year.
Yes, you did.
That was
yes,
so
you did.
fun.
That was a lot. You opened up my eyes as a sports fan doing that. That was really, really awesome.
Me? What'd I do?
You just cheered, got into it, and enjoyed it. It was awesome.
It was great.
All right. So thank you, everybody. Appreciate you. Would you rather WWE or the NFL? Oh, NFL all day, bro. Look,
yeah.
I'm a diehard WWE fan, especially with the old school stuff. With this new school stuff, I gotta be honest, I'm not a huge fan of it, but it helps keep me streaming on my channel every single week. So I'd rather be doing that and being consistent at something than not being able to really have anything to stream during the NFL offseason, you know? Like NASCAR is only 1 day a week. With WWE, I got that 2 days, if not 3 days a week if I start doing NXT again, which that's probably for more of the future rather than right now, because not everybody's really tuning into NXT for the most part.
Baseball or hockey?
Baseball. I could not pronounce the hockey players' names to save my life, man, without a doubt.
Yeah, but hockey's environment is so electric.
Yeah, just in person, not necessarily
sure.
watching it on TV like we are now.
But I do love going to baseball games.
All right, guys, back in the action here as we see Daniel Suarez has got that number 7 Chevrolet up near the front. Right behind him is Brad Keselowski as they're battling inside the top 5. Please stream the Freedom 500. I'm pretty sure we will be, nerd.
To 12th over the last couple of laps. Didn't have a great run off turn number 2, was slow down the back straightaway 2 laps ago. Now, the big question,
what?
Who can make it to
Robert,
the
he
end
told
of
the
this
snake
stage?
to hold
Here's
his
some
beer.
radio from Blue Brad Keselowski.
Someone's being very needy down here.
I don't know what his deal is. It's not dinner. Well, now it is dinner time.
And there's Briscoe slow again.
Yeah, we saw this earlier. Thought he had checked up off a turn 2, but you see it happening again right now. And we know that car has some right front damage from that pit stop accident, so it looks okay through turns 3.
So we're seeing a lot of different cars battling different things right now. As Chase Briscoe's got a fast car, but he seems to have some problem with the balance and steering as you see that car get really loose. And you can see the damage on the front right of Chase Briscoe. He got that damage from pit lane, a collision there with Kyle Larson. Charlie. All right, come on. Go lay down. Thank you.
Yeah, let's take a look at the top 5 on what
Must be
this
dinner
fuel
time.
situation is. Now, Chase Elliott, he pitted at lap 94. He's going to be good to go, so he's good. Let's talk about Keselowski, Daniel Suarez, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr.
All right, so we're seeing here some of these drivers.
84. So what they're having to do, we've got 15 cautions. They're going to have to
So some of these drivers right now, guys, are working pit strategies here. Corey Haim's going to have to pit within the next 9 laps.
Because he has not pitted since lap 70. We have had 23 cautions, but he's trying to run 72 green flag laps. That is a stretch when you add in those cautions as well.
Corey Haim and Zane Smith are the 2 cars that were last on pit road at lap 70.
So Elliott's good to go. So is Chris Buescher, Denny Hamlin, Reddick, and Bubba Wallace, who are all inside the top 5. They've only got 34 laps on their car right now as far as their fuel window to make it to the end of stage number 2 here. But a lot of the other drivers inside the top 10 are going to have to pit here before we get to the end of stage number 2 to get fuel in their cars.
We're finally calming things down, seeing some green flag runs, and now you see the 11 car marching back up to the front like we saw at the beginning of the race.
So you see here Danny Hamlin, one of the biggest movers here, up 11 spots in that number 11 Toyota. How about William Byron recovering from that spin? He's already up 9 spots now in that number 24 Chevrolet.
I think Christopher Bell and Ty Gibbs were about the only 2 cars that can probably hang with Denny Hamlin, but right now he's in a league of his own as far as lap time goes for the most part. But most every lap.
That's exactly what we've come to know about this track at Texas, though. I mean, it throws things for a loop, and when them cautions start coming out,
Dylan, Tyler Reddick's in 8th right now, running a pretty good race.
That's how you beat it, Denny Hamlin.
So 36 laps to go in stage number 2. 138 laps to go here overall at Texas Motor Speedway. Right now, Corey Heim is your leader. Chase Elliott is 2nd. Brad Keselowski 3rd. Daniel Suarez 4th. And Chris Buescher 5th. Hamlin battling to get around Ricky Stenhouse Jr. And Hamlin now in 6th as he tries to make his way up front. Right now, Denny Hamlin's putting down the fastest laps of any car on the racetrack.
And all that stuff getting crazy put him right back into the play. Got stage points, and now we're back up front in clean air.
And Suarez went to the back so fast in the first run, I thought he would never even be close to getting back into this race. But there he sits 4th. Just never know the twists and turns of what's going to happen today.
As he battles Chris Buescher, Todd Gilliland, who brought out the first caution at lap 69, the one that took Christopher Bell out of the race, is a lap down and has been posted by NASCAR to pick up the pace that he is not meeting their minimum speed, and he's come to pit road. So 32 cars on the lead lap, 23 to go here in stage 2.
Heck yeah, there, nerd. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you for the $2 super chat.
In their Mustangs behind Heim's Toyota and Chase Elliott's Camaro.
Heading down south to the land of the pines and over my way of North Carolina. Praying on the road and swear to God I see taillights. North Country winters keep getting me down. Lost my money playing poker, so I had to leave town. And I ain't turning back from living that old life no more. So rock me, mama, like a wagon wheel. Rock me, mama, in a way you feel. Say, hey, mama, rock me. Appreciate you, nerd, showing some love, busting it out here on there. I keep hearing my name, says Corey. What's up, Corey? Ghost everything down here from where I'm left. Don't see it, don't care. Appreciate you, Robert, man. I heard Zanardi. Oh, yeah, Martin. We did lose a racing legend in Zanardi there. They did mention that earlier on the broadcast. Heck yeah, wagon wheel classes. Jesus, take the wheel, says Robert. Let's go, man. Nerd done, hell yes, can crack that beer and show some love. Heck yeah, man. We're drinking the Dr. Pepper now, guys. Let's go. All right. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, and subscribe to the channel. As we see here, we got 29 laps to go, 131 laps to go here overall at Texas Motor Speedway. Elliott, the number 9 Chevrolet, is right behind Corey Heim, who's the current leader here. But we will start to see green flag pit stops coming up here for at least half the field, with a lot of these drivers getting close to that fuel window. So right now, 2 RFK cars battling here as Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher are both inside the top 5 here for RFK Racing. As we wait to get back to the action here from commercial break, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. All right, so Hamlin currently in 5th, Suarez 6th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. with a nice run currently in 7th here.
Corey Heim leading in Texas, but what is the fuel story with the 67? He was last on pit road at lap 70. Everybody
Oh, nice. Here you see how much fuel's remaining in their tanks.
And you see the approximate fuel level of the cars on our pylon on the left side of the screen. 27 laps, or 26 now to go in stage 2. Can he make it?
Go ahead,
Clint says yes.
I think they go for it.
Well, they're not running for points, so they have nothing to lose other than the race.
And you also have some affordability to slow down a little bit, save me some.
He has a 1.7 second lead.
Wow, so Corey Heim with the caution laps here already has 70 laps and now 71 laps on his fuel. So he is trying to stretch it here. There is 25 laps to go. I am not sure if he is going to be able to stretch this fuel window out that far. It's going to be very interesting to see. And now we got a battle here for a top 4 spot. Denny Hamlin on the inside of Chris Buescher. And the number 11 Toyota gets past Buescher. And now that's a top 4 spot there for Denny Hamlin, who's been one of the fastest cars on the racetrack here in Texas. A great pass there from Hamlin, who didn't take any time to get around Chris Buescher. Brad Keselowski will be a different battle here for Denny Hamlin. Keselowski using that top lane. He has picked up speed over the last handful of laps.
Chris Buescher is 5th, and Daniel Suarez has had a nice rebound.
And not only does it sound like Brad Keselowski this year, what we've seen with
Corey, what's up, man?
General, Kevin, they've just done a good job of not
The guy in the lead is named Corey Heim, so Buddha keeps hearing his name. Freaking hilarious.
If he could just qualify better, he'd be able to do this throughout the whole race. But
that's funny,
usually
Corey.
qualify puts him in a hole.
So we see here, guys, a lot of surprise drivers here inside the top 10, including Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Riley Herbst, and John Hunter Nemechek, all riding inside the top 10. As we got 22 laps to go here. You see Chase Elliott taking his time, trying to take care of those tires.
He does have to push that pace a little bit, but right now where he's riding in second place, the ability to manage that right rear, he's been very pleased with the 9 car.
All right, thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel.
Well, he's got a good gap, 5 seconds ahead of Brad Keselowski, and he's lapping about 0.3 of a second slower than Heim or Keselowski right now.
So Denny Hamlin right now is the fastest car on the racetrack.
Brad Keselowski's been doing a great job saving there in third. Jeremy Bowens, his crew chief, just came on the radio and said, all right, we're looking to be good on fuel. If you want to run it a little bit harder, go for it. He was the
You know.
last time by.
I gave you.
Larry, how about earlier?
Yeah, I've been studying some more numbers, Mike, and I just want to clarify. Pitted on lap 70. That means he's got to run 72 green flag laps, which is doable, but that does not include the 23 cautions that were in there as well. Clint was asking me during commercial break, the only thing I am seeing is starting to pick the throttle up a little later, just a little later, maybe trying to save a little fuel. But guys, that's a lot of fuel to save right there.
Sure is. Now, Zane Smith also
So you see that, Deer? They got the percentages of how much fuel's left. So he's got 19 laps to go and only has 9% fuel left.
Oh.
So Corey Heim here leading the race with 19 laps to go, 121 laps to go overall, but he's only got Yeah, a little bit of fuel left here as he tries to stretch it out and make it to the end of the stage here. He's really got nothing to lose. The number 67 there is not in for a points race or trying to race for the championship this year. Corey Heim, the driver, only is getting a handful of starts this year with 2311. So this could just be a big chance at a big win here for the young driver there in the number 67 Toyota for 2311 Racing, who has been on fire this year, guys. As we're here on a commercial break here for Texas Motor Speedway, please make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We are side by side, so we'll keep you up with the action as best we can if we see anything to report. All right. Tim, do you like the 24-hour Le Mans? I've checked it out a few times. I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but it is pretty cool to see the cars. Tim, fly to me and we can go down to the Le Mans 24-hour road trip. Dude, that would be awesome, man. I don't see me being able to afford a plane to the UK anytime soon. But I'd love to go down under, you know. That'd be fun. Check out some sights and stuff like that in the UK. I tell you this much. If me and the wife do go to UK, we're going to have to go to Sydney because that's where Finding Nemo went. And she's a big Finding Nemo fan, and that's a big start to our relationship. So definitely would have to check out Sydney, Australia. That'd be cool.
There's you all Sydney. I remembered.
I remembered it again. Oh my gosh, babe, you're hilarious. All right, guys, so we see here Chase Briscoe is battling with Corey Heim as we see Heim looks to put Chase Briscoe down a lap here. And man, Briscoe battling here after that damage that he suffered on pit lane. He had a fast car at the start of this race, but now, unfortunately, Chase Briscoe and the number 19 Toyota will go down a lap as Corey Heim gets around him. All right, guys, don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and you can also hit me up with those super chats here if you got any special shout-outs or questions you'd like to ask here on Tim Reynolds Show.
The other driver in that situation did stop for fuel a lap ago while we were in break. So here's Heim. He's going to surrender the lead and come to pit road now.
All right, guys, so with 14 laps to go, Corey Heim has no choice but to head down to pit lane. We're going to get some fuel here, and they'll try to make it a fast pit stop so that way he won't drop too far back. But we've got a new leader now in Chase Elliott, and Elliott does have enough fuel to make it to the end. At least the end of this stage, I should say.
Bruce? A fan of Bruce?
Well,
He never knew his father!
If they have the track position, he can run as fast as he needs to run to lead this race. And I hate that they're going to, not be able to race at the front of the pack anymore, but they know that they have the car that's capable to do that.
Back to the hairy food. Goodness gracious.
Regan, what about Ricky Stenhouse?
Well, Mike, it's going to be very close on Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Take a listen to this radio that we just picked up, and I can tell you the frequency is much more. They keep telling him every other lap this.
Yeah, that's good intel. They're watching how much he's saving. All right, that's not enough, driver. Save a little bit more, Ricky. Need to back the corner up, let it roll a little bit longer before you pick up the gas. Turns 1 and 2, in my opinion, Kevin, in Texas is probably the only place that you can really save the fuel the most.
Yeah, and there's a lot of different strategies to that. Really, as you go down the straightaway, you'll probably back off the throttle.
So we see here, guys, a lot of drivers trying to save fuel to make it to the end of this stage here so they don't lose track position. One of those drivers is Ricky Stenhouse Jr., but you got other drivers in the top 10, including Suarez, Brad Keselowski, Riley Herbst, and John Hunter Nemechek, who are right on that borderline of being able to make it near the end. It's going to be very close for these drivers.
There you go. Now do that again. Replicate that.
Now Tyler Reddick was on pit road 10 laps later than Ricky Stenhouse as they battle for 6th place. When Corey Heim stopped, it seemed like a risk-free strategy. There were only 2 cars 1 lap down, but now Chase Elliott has begun lapping traffic. He's put Briscoe and McDowell a lap down, so Heim has little chance at the free pass position. When the caution comes out at the end of the stage, though, they may take the wave around if all the other lead lap cars pit.
So here we go, guys. 8 laps to go, 110 laps to go overall in this race. Chase Elliott is your new leader here. Danny Hamlin second, Brad Keselowski third.
Yeah, look at the difference there, huh? Right by Michael McDowell down the back straightaway.
Larry Mack?
I would say in percentage, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. is wide open, probably 5% of a lap. He is definitely saving fuel.
Trying to get some stage points here. In 6th right now. He's going to surrender that to Reddick.
So Ricky Stenhouse doing a very good job saving fuel thus far. But will he be able to make it to the end?
And now Corey Heim is in the free pass position.
Didn't take long, did it, Mike?
Well done.
What the heck?
As long as Chase Elliott doesn't continue lapping cars in these last 7 laps of the stage.
I think he'll run Elliott down and get his lap back where you won't have to get the free pass and go to the tail end of the longest line. That's a huge benefactor.
Turn 2.
Uh-oh, and we've got a car into the wall. It's Kyle Larson. And Larson, I don't see a lot of damage on the number 5, but that's going to bring out the caution flag.
Dang it, what happened?
Another single
I was too busy laughing.
Telling me. Oh, and that back left corner of the number 5 looks like it's damaged pretty bad here.
His voice right there on the radio that he just lost the back end of the car, but it happens fast over there.
Huh?
When that
A little
back
more
snaps
damage than you
around,
thought?
you have no chance in saving it.
Bummer.
6 laps to go, 5 now in stage 2.
Ew.
And Corey Heim gets the free pass.
Ooh.
As Larson tries to limp his way back to pit road.
Yeah, and it looks like that car won't steer, so he's just bouncing it off the wall.
So Kyle Larson bouncing the car off the wall, trying to get it to steer properly. That is just not good for the number 5 Chevrolet.
You can see Kyle's all by himself.
So Kyle Larson by himself there entering turn number 1 and just loses the car in the middle of turn number 1 and 2 in a hard crash on the back side of that number 5 Chevrolet.
We've heard him talk about his, the front of his car not turning, and that's the hardest thing to fix here. Because the back of the car is already on edge with all the bumps and high speed and, just the way that this racetrack is. So when you're trying to fix that front end turn, a lot of times you make the front end turn better and give up grip in the back.
A reminder of how tricky it is to nail the balance on these.
All right, so the leaders come down the pit lane. Other guys will try to take the wave around here to get back on the lead lap, as we're going to have just a handful of laps to go here before the end of stage number 2. So we'll see everybody get 4 fresh Goodyear tires and fuel in their cars.
Mike, you see the 9 car, Chase Elliott right there. No complaints from the driver. He was just unleashed about 2 laps ago and told, don't save us any more fuel. And the 11 of Denny Hamlin said it's pretty good right now. Josh?
Was Busher happy with the car during that run? Slightly free, but good.
Guys, we're about to get fired from what?
Do you not read their posts about eating and flossing at the same time?
Oh my gosh. I'm glad I'm not a part of that conversation. So Tyler Reddick, the big winner on pit road. Carson Hocevar and Alex Bowman both gained 3 spots to get back up in the top 10 here.
RFK, why don't we just call them the contrary team? Because Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece stayed out trying to get some stage points. 4 laps to go in the stage. I'm not sure that's a winning strategy, but I applaud their willingness to try something different than what everybody else.
Uh-oh, looks like the Pistons are winning against the Magic right now.
They're going to get swarmed by all these new tires. You saw how fast Corey Heim went by all those cars that had old tires, and that's what will happen right here.
Well, the answer to this question is not Joey Logano. Maybe Kyle Larson. Between them, they've won 4 of the last 5 titles. But since their last victories, 14 different drivers have been to victory lane. 2 first-time winners. 4 drivers with 5 wins.
So tough day here for Kyle Larson and Joey Logano, as both of them look to be wrecked out of here after Larson just got wrecked on that last bit. Last caution.
And here's Ryan Blaney blocked in. We talked about this earlier. This is a product of bad qualifying. Eric Jones was in his box. He had to back up to get out of it.
That is so frustrating. Again, a tough pit stop there for Ryan Blaney. He's a little angry.
Well, that's frustrating. Jones's stop was a legal
Hi,
stop
Cutie.
with the right rear hanging outside the box, but it sure didn't give Blaney much room. Now, 3 drivers took the wave around to get back on the lead lap. Chase Briscoe, Michael McDowell, and Cody Ware. So we will restart with 30 cars on the lead lap.
And in this pit stop situation with Blaney, I mean, for Eric Jones, when Ryan Blaney's car is sitting there, they're already changing the tires, so you got to go around the tire changers, and you try to get as far into your box as you can, but you wind up with all that angle in it, so the car's angled, you're at the front of the box. There's not a good situation right there.
All right, guys, so we'll be able to get 1 lap to go here before the end of the stage, as the RFK cars, Brad Keselowski in the number 6 and Ryan Preece in the number 60 Ford Mustang, are on the front row here to start the end of this stage.
It was basically him that made the call to stay out. He said, I'd rather stay out and go for these stage points. So they did, and he was asking where he was in comparison to everyone else. They said, you're leading. Let's go out and make the most of it. Get this 3rd stage win of the season.
He and his teammate Ryan Preece will share the front row. Preece was 16th when the caution came out, and now he's in 2nd place and in position to be one of the 10 cars that will get stage points after just 1 lap. Hold on, hold your breath.
I'm holding my breath because they are going to be in the way.
I was going to say, they're the ones holding their breath. You want me to do what?
Elliott and Hamlin behind them. And then
All right, this could be pretty crazy here, guys. Don't forget to hit that like button, guys, and hit me up with those super chats. Let's go. All right, so the pace car heads down pit lane. As we head into the restart zone here, we'll have 1 lap to go before the end of this stage.
Chris Buescher will restart from the 3rd row. That puts all 3 RFK cars right up toward the front. It's going to be green and then green checker.
That's right. And we're back, green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. A great restart by Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece. And they take the lead here. Heading into turn number 1, a great start. We see a lot of drivers being patient here. Uh-oh, but here comes on the inside. Chase Elliott getting around Ryan Preece and now looking to get around Brad Keselowski. But here comes Tyler Reddick with an aggressive run, pushing Chase Elliott towards the lead. And coming here towards the green checkered, it's going to be Chase Elliott with the stage win. And a great end of the stage there as Chase Elliott in the number 9 Chevrolet gets the stage victory.
Mission accomplished. I guess. Chase Elliott, stage 2 winner.
Oh, I guess I probably should have recorded that too.
Like a relentless weed.
You did it? You did it? Slacker. It's all right, baby. All right, guys. Pretty interesting ending there to stage number 2. We'll get over your top 10 here, guys, after stage number 2. Yeah, Dylan. Tyler Reddick trying to get up in there, man. Trying to get up in there. Get in there. Yeah, yeah, 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 big girl. Won't you back that up? Won't you back it up? I said, big girl. Won't you back it up? Won't you back it up? All right, winner of stage 2, Chase Elliott.
You are back in mommy's house. Come here. Come on. What?
I'm gonna get you a bobblehead to go beside you. No, don't do that. I'm the only bobblehead you need. Love all these makes. We're fighting for the lead. Heck yeah, dude. Especially with only 1 lap to go at the end of the stage. Very competitive. Very competitive. All right, guys, let's get into it here. So Chase Elliott gets the win there at stage number 2 in the number 9 Chevrolet. Tyler Reddick with a nice move there. Gets around a couple of drivers to finish second there at the end of stage number 2 in the number 45 Toyota. Brad Keselowski finishes third in the number 6 Ford Mustang. Denny Hamlin gets a 4th place finish here after stage number 2 in the number 11 Toyota. Ryan Preece rounds out the top 5 here at the end of stage number 2 in the number 60 Ford Mustang. Daniel Suarez, a nice bounce back from him, especially after he fell backwards a lot during that first stage. He ends stage number 2 here inside the top 6 with the number 7 Chevrolet. Chris Buescher, another RFK car, finishes inside the top 7 here after stage number 2 with a 7th place finish. Chris Buescher in the number 17 Ford Mustang. Riley Herbst finishes 8th in the number 35 Toyota. Then Carson Hocevar with a 9th place finish here at stage number 2 at Texas Motor Speedway in the number 77 Chevrolet. And Alex Bowman, driver of the number 48 Chevrolet, rounds out the top 10 here after stage number 2.
One of the best victory celebrations that I've ever seen. Yep. That's the great part about what he does is he is willing to take that criticism head on, and the fans absolutely loved the celebration afterwards, and I think that with our fans, it is a very popular way.
Well, we're talking, of course, about Carson Hocevar on Harvick Happy Hour. Join Kevin and the crew every Tuesday and Thursday.
All right, all right. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you have any shout-outs or questions, you guys can hit me up with those super chats.
Well, we got a few takers here on pit road. Jamie?
Yeah, Brad Keselowski, they tried to mix up the strategy, but it was a net neutral. They had stayed out from third, ended up third here. They were happy they did get those stage points. Air pressure adjustment all around just to try to help the grip. 4 tires here. And fuel, Regan.
Well, driver Ryan Preece was apologized to essentially by his crew chief Eric Finley. Said, "I'm sorry to put you in that spot, but we needed stage points." That's exactly what they were able to do. And you see them sitting to wait. They were going to take full fuel load to make sure they had options as this race plays out.
All right, Chase Briscoe.
All right, so we see there Brad Keselowski and Ryan Preece. Great pit stops here. As they get back out onto the racetrack, we'll see what their strategy is with under 100 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. Baby, 'cause that's how it goes. Millions of people living disposed. I'm saying maybe if it's not too late, don't learn how to love and forget how to hate.
Take it, baby.
Every morning I'm feeling blessed and insane. I'm going off the rails on a crazy train. Yeah, we're going off the rails on Tim Reynolds Show. Come on.
Yeah.
I think they like it.
I like it.
They like it. They love it. They want some more of it.
Hey.
Hi, busy lady.
I know, dogs so needy.
Hey, dogs are needy. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. All right, waiting on Bojangles and watching the race with Tim. Let's go, Dylan. Heck yeah. Where's Charlie back with the vocals? Yeah, he's walking in and out of the room as we speak. So learn how to love. Never get out of hate.
No!
Uh-oh. What the heck is going on? Oh, Charlie Brown. You, mister, need to be behaving. Mister. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any shout outs, any NASCAR questions, or anything you'd like to ask me, you can hit me up with those super chats here on the live stream. And you can also help the channel out by signing up for channel memberships on my YouTube channel and clicking the link on the top of my YouTube channel page to donate any amount that you guys would like to help support the channel. Any type of support really does mean a lot here from Tim Reynolds Show.
Yellow. You thirsty?
Kind of thirsty.
You just got back in the room.
Still a little thirsty.
I got water. You want some water?
Oh, I'll take some water. Did the gold target reset, or are my gummies kicking in? No, it did reset. Yeah, we accomplished that goal so quick that, I figured why not reset it, and we'll see if we can get there. If not, it's all good, man. Gotta have a goal, right?
My gummies.
Who knows? With Robert, his gummies could have kicked in already. We have no idea.
Texas Motor Speedway, pre-race we heard words like trash and carnage, and we've seen that so far. We tried to get out to say hi to those fans, and thanks for the welcome, but we've kind of taken a detour to Victory Lane with Jamie Chris, and that's where one of these drivers, it seems like they might have to take a detour to get here, but we still have Tyler Reddick in the mix. He's been in the top 10 all day, and Carson Hocevar trying to win back-to-back. So let's recap, if you weren't with us a little bit early, even if you were, there's things worth going back to, as Todd Gilliland here takes out Christopher Bell. Bell couldn't avoid him. Bell led 22 laps. Toyota set the early pace. Another unfortunate race for Christopher Bell.
Timmy does everything. How we doing, brother?
Stage win, 10th year that we've had stage racing.
Yeah, we see Briscoe trying to leave his stall. Larson's trying to get in contact, but that wasn't the only contact on pit road. Joey Logano and Cole Custer. Watch right here. Cole slows down. Joey doesn't see that. Huge impact.
That put Logano out of the race.
For damage or just penalty?
No, just damage. That was way too hard of a hit.
He had to be going faster than the limit.
No, the other guy just stopped so abruptly.
Oh.
So Ryan Priest unfortunately dumps Ty Gibbs, and then Kyle Larson gets loose, and his car gets into the wall as well. So a tough day there for Kyle Larson. But Chase Elliott is your Stage 2 winner here for the number 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports.
Ooh, 8 minutes left.
Uh-oh.
Orlando Magic ain't gonna make it.
Orlando Magic gonna lose after being up 3-1? That is not gonna be good.
Sorry, we're eating frozen custard. We'll be with you in a second. Larry, tell me about Chase's pit stops today.
Yeah, he has made 4 trips to pit road, 3 for 4 tires. All of them have been under 9 seconds. They came in here ranked 2nd of the top 36 teams.
All right, there's your new top 10 guys as we get ready for the final stage here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Tyler Reddick, the
What?
point leader.
Is that a pace car or a lap
Big winner so far.
It's a pace car.
I like it.
Toyota on the front row.
All right, here we go as we get into the restart zone here, and the green flag is out for the final stage here at Texas Motor Speedway. Chase Elliott is your leader, but on the outside with a nice push comes Tyler Reddick, and Reddick in the number 45 Rockstar Toyota as he just shoots out in front. But Elliott side by side with Reddick going down the backstretch. Oh, and look at Hocevar with a huge block down there in front of the number 8 of Kyle Busch, down there and back in the top 10. And here comes Denny Hamlin right behind Reddick. Reddick with a nice run here, currently in second. Your leader is Chase Elliott with 94 laps to go.
Hold on to 7th place.
So here comes William Byron bouncing back from that spin earlier in the race. He's now inside the top 10.
And that strategy for Stenhouse worked out pretty good. He's been able to get stage points in both of these stages. William Byron, we saw him sideways through the grass earlier, now sitting in 9th spot.
Another nice recovery. But I don't think any compares to what Daniel Suarez has done today. He dropped like a rock from the opening green flag, but boy, they
That's right, guys. Race update, 6 cautions, 15 lead changes. Corey Himes got the most lapped sled here thus far. But how about the comeback here for Daniel Suarez, like they're mentioning here? Suarez dropped all the way back to 20 at that lap 88 after starting second, and now currently has worked his way up back inside the top 5, and that number 7 Chevrolet looks to be a fast contender here by the end of this one.
I mean, he couldn't get himself there fast enough.
Behind
him.
Damn that boy.
You don't listen.
What's up, guys? How we doing? Am I too loud?
Strong day, perhaps overshadowed by his 2311 teammates.
Another car that I was keeping my eye on has done a great job in all of that hectic and all the chaos.
So here we go, 91 laps to go. Chase Elliott with the lead. Tyler Reddick in second. Hocevar making a nice run here, getting in front of William Byron for that 8th place spot. And here comes Kyle Busch side by side with Ross Chastain, looking to get inside the top 10. So a frustrating day for the RCR team.
Oh, for sure. And look, sometimes you're going to have cars that just won't fire off. And I'd rather mine not fire off tight than I would not being loose. But tough to get them right.
So Elliott with the lead. Tyler Reddick in second. Danny Hamlin in third. Suarez in fourth. And Chris Buescher currently in the 5th place position. And how about Alex Bowman? Driver of the number 48 Chevrolet has made himself a good run here. Already inside the top 10. Currently 6th. Right now sits that number 48 Chevrolet.
Battle all that you can to not lose any track position. And you could wind up in
Dude, Tim Does Everything got the win last night. Let's go. Uh-oh, and ladies and gentlemen, here's a few dollars to send to Tim's obedience school. Charlie seems fine. Robert, are we serious, Robert? Dang, man, with the $5 super chat to dish your boy right quick. Dang. So how about a good bounce back day here for Bubba Wallace? He's having himself the top 15 run after having to start out pretty much last after going to a backup car.
Definitely an interesting day for 2311.
Bubba Wallace's stop on lap 70 is the fastest timed 4-tire stop ever. Jamie.
I believe Alex Bowman has some motivation on his side, some momentum, all those things working in the right direction. Got a 3rd place finish last week, his first of the year. Remember, he missed a month for vertigo, but so far today.
Sorry, not sorry, says Robert.
That guy with vertigo? Yeah, the vertigo?
Yes. Yes, baby. Way to pay attention to that.
On a mile and a half with Alex, so there were a lot of unknowns going into it, but so far so good as he runs 6th right now.
So a great run here for Alex Bowman, currently 6th there. And your leader is Chase Elliott, his teammate, as Elliott has a good lead over Tyler Reddick right now.
Because of that clean air, it was working loose throughout the race for him, and I think you're going to see that again in this run. But
So if we stay green flag racing here towards the end, we'll still have one more pit stop to make here before the end of this race. So if we stay caution free, it's really going to come down to pit strategy and how these pit crews are able to get their cars in and out of their pit boxes quick and fast. So 84 laps to go here on lap 184 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Chase Elliott is your leader in the number 9 Chevrolet, right behind him. And the number 45 Toyota is Tyler Reddick, the points leader. And Danny Hamlin is in the number 11 right behind them in third place. Those are the 3 fastest cars as we see Chase Elliott just ran the fastest lap of this race. And Elliott has a good lead there. And man, a lot of these cars getting close to that wall going down the front stretch coming out of the exit of turn number 4. And we'll see here if we'll get ourselves into some bigger competition going up near the end of this one. Oh, and look at there's Ghost with another $2 super chat donation. Thank you there, my brother. Appreciate that there. One of our members here on Tim Reynolds Show. For Charlie's therapy after Tim singing. Hey! Damn! Was it that bad that the boy needs therapy? He's a dog. He almost gives me therapy from the freaking loud noises he makes. Might as well be like one of those tone readers at the damn ear place. Yep, heard that one. Jeez. All right, guys, we are side by side with a commercial break here, and unfortunately, your boy is going to have to use the restroom. So we're going to be right back here. Honey, take over for me. Make sure you keep the crowd enticed here. Oh, my screen's cracked. Oh, my goodness. Of course it is, Robert. Oh, my legs. My legs. Need a cup of your chair.
I know. I'm sorry. Oh my goodness. You?
What's so funny?
You!
I don't get it.
Okay.
What's so funny? You were supposed to step in the chair.
No, why? I'm right here.
All right. Well, I guess we can still see it. Much better, much better. Dang, guys, we're killing it on the live stream tonight, man. Let's go. What is so funny?
Ghost this time. I was laughing at you the whole time, and then Ghost chimed in.
This is just going to be Tim's play-by-play with Amber's laugh. That's what it's going to be. Oh, my goodness. All right, so we see a battle here of these cars trying to get up towards the front. A good run here by the RFK cars as they're looking to help pay off their pit strategy here and get a top 15 finish here. Daniel Suarez up inside the top 4. What a good bounce back performance for him after he started off this race on the front row and fell back all the way to 20th during stage 1 and 2 and has made his way back. Yo, Tim! Too much noise, and did you wash your hands? Oh my gosh, man. Guys, I washed my hands. All right. Jeez.
Excuse me.
All right, so we're back to the action here. You funny comedians, you. Jeez. So Chase Elliott with the lead here, and we go to a radio remix here.
You finally see it? Oh wait, I didn't hear it see that one.
The pets are fighting.
What the heck? Oh my god.
Ghost, come on, man.
That spin by Todd Gilliland is what took Christopher Bell, who was then the leader, out of the race.
Ghost is out of his damn mind.
75 to go.
Ghost, drink another one, pal. So here Chase Elliott is your leader with 74 laps to go here on lap 194. Reddick is within a half a second of the leader. Hamlin in third. Chris Buescher now in fourth as he was able to get around Daniel Suarez. And you see, the longer we go on this green flag run, it seems to hurt the number 7 of Suarez here. And now he's under battle here with Alex Bowman trying to get inside the top 5.
In the track position game. Well, and now it's going to start getting the shadows into turn 1. Once those shadows start creeping over the racetrack, that's when...
Dude, thank you. And we got in dumb guts. Oh, gosh.
And that's when the track starts going through another change and another step as that track
wow.
to go down on one end.
I know this guy, I gave him some shit a few times, but honest, his jacket's badass. Thank you, brother. This was one of my favorites, man. Dale Earnhardt Sr. Ghost, please give me some Tim some slack. Thank you, Tim. Appreciate you having my back, Tim. Thank you.
Well, Mike, you see the one car, Ross Chastain, having a nice day running in the 9th position right now. Been battling tight with that car for the majority of the day.
So, guys, we've seen now the Chevys have started to take over a little bit inside this top 10, with the Toyotas holding their own as well, and a couple of Fords as well. Buescher right now currently the only Ford inside the top 10. And we've got 6 Chevrolets inside the top 10 right now, with the rest being Toyotas. Thank you guys for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. So right now, Chase Elliott is your leader. He is the fastest car on the racetrack. And now we've got some action. Alex Bowman side by side with Daniel Suarez. That number 7 Chevrolet is having a battle against the number 48 Chevrolet as Bowman takes the inside lane going into turn number 1. Bowman looking to take over a top 5 spot here from Suarez. Suarez with a good run here coming out of the exit of the corner, and they'll take back that top 5 spot. A great run here by not only Alex Bowman, but Daniel Suarez, as these two teams have struggled this year, and what a good bounce back from Alex Bowman. And we see here Brad Keselowski, he's all the way back in 22nd here, battling to try to get back inside the top 20.
Larry, most of the leaders were on pit road with 106 laps to go in this race, 69 to go now. When would we expect them under green?
Yeah, we're trying to run 95 laps with the checkered flag. Gonna split it down the middle, Mike. Run about 47 to 48 laps a run. But remember Adam Stevens and Christopher Bell in stage 1. This could be your last start. I'm probably going to start looking at it somewhere between lap 210 and 215.
Right along with Eric Jones. You guys heard it all, a downshift in 1 and 2. That is something for our mile-and-a-half track. It really showcases.
So lap 200 here, 69 laps to go.
And at this point in the run, for sure, he did not downshift, but you had a lot of...
Ooh.
What?
He had his hands...
Well, you almost tripped.
No, I just kicked your chair.
Oh.
Eric Jones
So we're riding along here with Eric Jones in 24th place, and Jones got really loose and almost got into the wall. He had to get off the throttle quick. And Jones, who won stage number 1, right now is battling just to get inside the top 20 here as we get close to the end of this race. Chase Elliott is your leader here at lap 202. As he continues to lead here, we'll head to another commercial break here as the NASCAR Cup Series races at Texas Motor Speedway.
I just logged out and Charlie was shaking Midnight like a rag doll.
Well, yeah, man, that's what the boys do. They're a little bit wild and crazy. It's just what the boys do. Ghost got a question for you. If Tim had a dirt track late model race car, do you think Tim could handle the curve? Yeah. Let's go. I definitely can handle it. I could be a race car driver. I know I can. All you gotta do is believe. You just gotta believe and have a fast race car. You need a fast race car, without a doubt. All right, guys, waiting to get back to the action here after these commercial breaks. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out on Tim Reynolds Show. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any questions or shout-outs you want to ask me, you can hit me up with those super chats here in the live stream. And you can also help support the channel by signing up for channel memberships or donating by clicking the link at the top of my YouTube channel page. So thank you guys for hanging out with us here. We are side by side with this commercial break. We've got 64 laps to go, and we can see a lot of these drivers now are inside the fuel window. So right now, if anybody wants to pit, they should be able to make it to the end of the race if we stay green flag racing the rest of the way. So I imagine once we get within 60 laps, we're going to see a lot of these cars start to take the gamble and pit here early, hoping it would pay off for them later on in the race as far as track position goes. So very important pit stops coming up here for all of these Cup Series teams. A lot of times I can't tell if it's the animals or you when I get kicked down here.
I barely touched you.
Okay, barely touched me, kicked me. Well, yeah.
I could kick you. You want me to kick you? I'll kick you.
Robert, what happened? You didn't connect your water hose for flushing? You would do well to run into turn 1, but would be a wrecker at turn 2. Thanks, Ghost. Oh, man. Ghost had to turn the taters. I'm back. Ooh, taters.
I think we might have to have some baked potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Suarez fifth. Bowman and Herbst in
All right, so here we go.
And a nice rebound.
Chase Elliott, your leader in the number 9 Chevrolet. Tyler Reddick in second as we see Elliott has started to increase that lead here with 60 laps to go.
That Kyle Busch was. They needed something good to happen as the weekend went on. So solid run, 8th place right now for Ross and that number 1 promoted team.
Michael McDowell on pit road among the lead lap cars.
He's not the only one. You can add Suarez right there to that list. Bowman, Herbst.
Great.
Oh, it looks like here at lap number 60, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. will be the first car on pit lane along with Michael McDowell. So we're starting to see green flag pit stops now here at Texas with 59 laps to go.
You know, this car right here, Chase Elliott has been fast as you see Kyle Busch.
Woo! Magic 91, Pistons 108. Close, but I think the Pistons are going to take it.
And you see Carson right there, very aware of that car inside of him. That thing got loose, and you saw him go up the racetrack.
Aborted.
Good awareness from Carson inside that car.
So the number 77 of Carson Hocevar got a little loose, and he lets Kyle Busch get around him, and now he's battling here with William Byron as Byron looks to get up inside the top 10 here. So a lot of drivers hitting their pits now, trying to get the gas they need to get to the end of this pit run.
Just dumps all the downforce, all the air out from your race car.
And what happens right there, when it goes through those choppy bumps on the other end of the racetrack in 3 and 4, pit.
Here we go.
But you'll hit those bumps and that car will take off as we're going to watch William Byron get on the pit.
So William Byron trying to get on the pit lane here. A great stop there for William Byron. Perfect. Gets into his pit lane there. And we'll see when the leader, Chase Elliott, heads down the pit lane as well. So green flag pit stops here on lap 212. 56 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway. So we'll wait to cycle through these green flag pit stops and see how these cars end up coming back out on the racetrack.
Because of that situation.
Yeah, and then we kind of saw it. Most cars follow suit, and then we saw some cars run it long and put themselves in a spot to pass cars easier at the end of the run.
Looking at Busch and Bowman.
Oh, dude, Tim, thank you so much, man, for sharing the live stream on your Instagram and Facebook. That's very kind of you, brother.
Scheduled green flag.
Had to defrost some butter.
All the way to the checker.
Okay. We should start keeping our butter frozen.
Ross Chastain, too fast entering.
Why not?
That's the type of stuff when you get down to the end of these races that you just can't afford to do. It puts you
can't overcome it.
You have no time to overcome that.
And Chastain was 8th when he entered pit road. Connor Zilic is in.
So Ross Chastain had to stay a little later than he would have wanted to during that green flag pit stop to try to get his car full of fuel. So we'll see if that's going to cost him here.
Yeah, you see that 9 car, that's a great point that Clint just made right there, was talking about how high up the racetrack that Chase Elliott is right now. We saw this earlier with Corey Heim, but as these tires get enough air in them, see him right at the top of the block, that they get enough air to go through that bump right there in turns 3 and 4. So when the tires get enough air in it, it keeps them from hitting the limiters and the ground, and keeps that car is much more stable through all the bumps.
Ooh, and you see Ross Chastain with the speeding penalty. Damn.
Here comes Chris Buescher for what he hopes will be his final stop. Josh?
Chris Buescher has been on the free side for most of the day, but he's been able to manage it. Never a top 10 finish at his hometown track. Trying to get the first one here today. It'll be 4 tires and fuel for Chris.
And the leader is in. Chase Elliott bringing Tyler Reddick in with him.
All right, guys, here comes the leader, Chase Elliott. He'll hit pit lane here with 51 laps to go. Danny Hamlin takes over the lead.
Like halfway down the back stretch, Alan Gustafson's at pit this time if you can. Chase telling him that the car is the best it's been all day this run. He's been able to manage that right rear very nicely. Josh?
Tyler Reddick in that 45 has been losing all his time on entry. Said I need to be just a tick tighter. Only 4 tires and fuel for 45.
All right, Denny Hamlin gives up the lead to come to pit road. Noah Gregson is there.
All right, so Hamlin down on pit lane. He'll give up the lead. Riley Herbst takes over as the lead here. Hocevar behind him. Still have a lot of cars inside the top 10 that need to pit.
A little bit too much on the tight side. Wants a little bit of help with that.
So that will leave 8 cars on the lead lap who have not yet made this green flag stop, as you see on the pylon.
So now making 7 cars as we see Riley Herbst is going to pit here on the number 35 Toyota.
Coming around that corner.
Herbst gives up second place to pit. Jamie?
Well, Kevin, they just warned him, do not speed during these green flag stops. Remember, this is just his second career start in Cup here at Texas. He hasn't said a whole lot. Pretty happy with that race car. Air pressure adjustment, weight on the fuel. Good stop by the guys.
So really decent stop there for the number 35 Toyota team. Hocevar, the new leader. Ryan Blaney now in second, and Corey Heim in third. Brad Keselowski in fourth, and Chase Briscoe in fifth. Elliott, the first guy to pit, or one of the first guys to pit. He rounds out sixth now, and that should be the new leader once these top 5 pit here.
And that's exactly the strategy that we saw earlier in the race. You either want to be on the front side of it or wait and have yourself an advantage so that
Drop
you can
a lizard in my lap on watching TV? Hell no.
I'd be a good boy.
No! You would freak!
I'd freak, but I'd still be a good boy.
No, it would not.
He's a hunter. Yeah. Doing what a grown boy dog needs to do.
You're so silly.
Showing them lizards who's boss.
2 laps down.
All right, so Hocevar got his hand out the window. He's coming to pit now. So Hocevar.
So Carson Hocevar will come down to Luke Lambert.
No, they called him off.
Yeah, he waved. Kept going.
I don't know if they saw something on the track or something changed their minds there.
So Hocevar changing his mind. Didn't pit on that last lap. He's got about 60 laps on this round of tires and fuel, so he'll need to pit.
Longer than what the original group of cars that came to pit road.
Brad Keselowski also did that early in the race, but he is on pit road now, getting service.
Yeah, and that strategy of them staying out at the end of the second stage, they got some points, but they're going to give all that back up with the finishing position. He didn't go very far when they dropped the green flag for stage 3.
Yeah, that was all early in the race. This is the end of the race. Even if they catch a caution, most of these guys, you just made green flag stops, they're going to stay out.
So Hocevar lapping at 30.20. That is almost a second slower than Denny Hamlin, some of the other quicker cars.
So Hocevar will pit and gives up the lead to Ryan Blaney, as both Blaney, Corey Heim, and Chase Briscoe have yet to pit. They're the only 3 cars that have not pit yet and cannot make it to the end of the race. We've got 45 laps to go here on lap 224 now, so 44 laps to go. And Chase Elliott should round out as your new leader here once these last few cars pit.
But I think that's exactly why they're doing this strategy with only 13 cars in the lead lap. It is a little bit different.
Timmy, if I was in Louisiana, I'd be racing with you too, bro. Let's go. That'd be awesome. So Ryan Blaney, your new leader here.
15 or 20 laps. And we've seen chaos happen at the end of this race. Looks like he's got his hand out the window. And he's just going to let him to the inside.
Yeah, I think he's just pointing him by. And that's the difference in the fresher tires. And I think those guys like Hocevar that pitted late like that, they're hoping that with everything spread out, they don't lose as much track position as they would under caution, you know, having trouble on a pit stop or something. Now, if you pit, if you give up 1 or 2 spots more by staying out.
So Blaney, Heim, and Briscoe are the only cars yet to have pit here.
As everybody throws their stuff out.
But these 3 leaders are losing 6 or 7 tenths of a second every lap to the cars that have stopped and taken on tires.
The 13 cars in the lead lap is what's allowing them, or
they're hoping for a miracle.
That's exactly right.
That's right.
We've seen the 12's day that they've had. They've been all over the place.
Hey, I think we need to go to Louisiana.
Right? Zoom, zoom. I'm sure we'll get fed good, too.
Oh, Charlie!
If I smell that, I'm going to die.
No.
Oh, I don't want to do it. So we see here Chase Elliott about 5 miles an hour faster than the leader currently is in Ryan Blaney. So Elliott chasing that leader here. He's chasing him down very quickly with 40 laps to go here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Yeah, go Charlie. Get out of here.
Yeah, it stinks, don't it?
Jeez.
Stinky, stinky boy.
To come to pit road to let the guys go behind him to go up the racetrack and not run him over.
So it looks like Ryan Blaney's being told to pit here. So we'll see if this pit strategy pays off for the number 12 Penske Racing Ford. Team Penske Ford.
Assume the lead. As Blaney gets 4 tires and Sunoco race fuel. So we're right back where we were a couple of green flags.
You all right?
Yeah, my phone almost fell. I got it.
Running on because he can.
And I think I would run it until it was going to run out of gas. Look, just roll the dice and see if you can get yourself into that position. He's got a car that is fast enough to be
So Corey Heim now retakes the lead with 39 laps to go here on lap 229. He will not have enough fuel to make it to the end, but if he can catch a lucky break, this strategy may pay off for him. And there's Chase Elliott back in traffic as Elliott has enough fuel to make it to the end, and he should take over the lead here once Heim and Briscoe pit for their next pit stops.
You don't want to be right behind that car in front of you, so you just go in the opposite lane.
Yeah, I'm hoping Elliott wins too, baby.
Yeah.
That gives us 19 cars on the lead.
Or Reddick. I mean.
Hey, Greg's is going to run you as hard as he possibly can. He goes 2 laps down right here.
He's won enough, okay? Jeez. So we see here Corey Heim, a very fast race car here, kind of just taking his chances. He's right near the end of that fuel window here. Chase Briscoe, who's had a rough day as well, still needs to pit. He's currently second. And Chase Elliott battling back in third. He will be the new leader once those front 2 cars pit. But right now we're seeing a battle between Denny Hamlin and Tyler Reddick as Hamlin tries to take over that 4th place spot from Reddick, which essentially is 2nd place here.
For 4th place, Zane Smith up top and Josh Berry.
Jeffrey, thanks for letting us know, man. Tough loss for the Magic. That means both the Magic and the Celtics gave up a 3-1 series lead. Just don't see that in basketball.
Close the gap here, Kev. Yeah, well, that's what happens. You know, you got a guy that's running the groove that you want to be in where your car performs.
So a nice run there by Elliott as he gets around Noah Grayson. And now that number 9 Chevrolet will look to get back up towards the leaders.
Took a few laps to get it all to work out.
So 35 laps to go here, folks. And Hamlin also battling to get to the back bumper of Reddick as he tries to get around the number 45 Toyota with the number 11 Toyota. Looking very good here. He's been one of the fastest cars of the day here at Texas Motor Speedway.
Is 21 being
Yes. Or,
lap?
yeah, technically laps.
And Mike, based on our field predictor, if they got the 67 and the 19 full,
That's a
we're
yard,
probably
man.
looking about another 6 to 8 laps max.
That didn't help.
Huh?
I got the yawns and you yawned.
Well, you've already yawned like 2 or 3 times before I had my first one,
I
so.
got the yawns.
And have it happen before they have to come to pit road.
And I've seen it happen a million times, and you've been up here long enough to see those things happen, and that is their strategy right now. Hope.
I'm sorry, I said hope, and you have told me hope is not a strategy.
Well, it is today.
It is for that car.
It is right now. And he's got nothing to lose.
All right, so Corey Heim still with the lead, trying to save as much fuel as he can. But right now, I don't think he's going to have enough to make it to the end of the race. More than likely, he's going to have to pit within the next 3 laps.
You're already giving up with the old tires compared to everybody who's on the racetrack.
Well, Chase Elliott is going to appear in Corey Heim's rearview mirror pretty soon.
Yeah, Tim, I did know that. Tony Stewart's a big competitor in that Top Fuel drag race series.
They can pull a rabbit out of the hat right here with a caution or something falling in the right
So
spot.
Chase Elliott coming to the back bumper here of Chase Briscoe. Both Briscoe and Corey Heim, those Toyotas are going to need to pit before the end of the race here.
Extremely fast and effective. I thought Hamlin and Reddick could be able to run.
Dylan asking the right question, who's going to be on top?
Stretch it back out, just a pinch.
But Chase Briscoe and James Small, they've done a good job of making the most of their day after they had an incident on pit road with Kyle Larson early on that damaged the number 19. Pretty surprising to see them up here in the top 5 as we get into the closing stages of this race.
All right, guys, so Elliott to the inside of Chase Briscoe, and you see Briscoe sort of just give that spot away to Elliott there, and Briscoe's in fuel save mode right now, currently now in 3rd, but he is going to need to pit here coming up in the next handful of laps.
Yeah, they're the same. The top guy, like,
Got that reservoir in there.
67, he needs a
Is
pit.
that reservoir, based on my information I've gathered, you might have 1 or 2 laps at a mile and a half track.
What's the indication there, though?
Uh-oh, and Danny Hamlin makes a nice move to get around Tyler Reddick, and Hamlin takes over that 4th place spot as Danny Hamlin starts to march towards the leader. And there goes Chase Elliott. Elliott able to get around Corey Heim for the lead. We've got a new leader here for the NASCAR Cup Series at Texas Motor Speedway. So Corey Heim looks like he's got his hand out the window. He's going to have to pit here with 29 laps to go. Corey Heim, a fast race car, but not enough fuel to make it to the end.
Chase Briscoe is still out there, but now in second.
So Chase Briscoe still in second. He will need to pit. He'll be the last car to head down to pit lane here as Danny Hamlin gets around the number 19, and Hamlin takes over 2nd place. Now, with 28 laps to go here at lap 240, does Danny Hamlin have enough time to make it to the back bumper of Chase Elliott?
Most laps of any driver today.
Well, he's a Sunday driver, and he's going to get the opportunity, I would assume, a few more times.
Good question, Jeffrey. Are they going to ring the bell in the pool hall at Dawsonville? We're going to find out. We're getting to the end of the race, guys. Don't forget to please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. If you guys have any shout-outs or questions, NASCAR questions, racing questions, hit me up with those super chats here on Tim Reynolds Show as we head to what could be one of our last commercial breaks here on the channel. All right. Thank you, guys. It's been a great live stream thus far. Hope you're enjoying it with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Yeah. All right, we've got 26 to go here. Let me just get a little quick refresher here on our track course, and we'll get right back to it. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Yo, Ty Sports Guy, what's up, man? Hey, better late than never, brother. We appreciate you.
Man, they kind of make me miss cold beer.
Who does? The guys?
Always talking about their nice cold beer.
That's the only good beer to have.
I know. I want one.
Nice cold beer never broke my heart. Like a diamond ring in a football team, it torn this boy apart. All right, thank you everybody for hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. There you can see your top 6 there. So we've got the tracker refreshed. Chase Elliott is still your leader here with 24 laps to go here on lap 244 here at Texas Motor Speedway. Now, right behind him is Denny Hamlin, but Elliott with a decent enough cushion here that he could be able to get the win here if he's able to keep that cushion there over Denny Hamlin. But Hamlin, who has won here 3 times, is a guy to definitely look out for as we get to the end of this race here. Now, the one thing that's definitely got me scratching my head here is whether or not we're going to see another caution or two before the end of this race. Elliott right now with a good lead in the number 9 Chevrolet over the number 11 Toyota of Denny Hamlin.
Oh.
Yo, did you see AA today, says H-Car? I have not seen it today. I did see the contract signing last night between the El Grande Americanos.
Got 22 to go here in Texas. Denny Hamlin holding station.
Come in, Ty. You're good. Glad you missed Tim singing. Robert has been hearing an appointment.
Chris Buescher, Daniel Suarez, all 3.
Ghost, what's up, man? Come on, take it easy.
Third right now. Just noticed something weird happening to his car. Just take a listen to this radio, guys.
Tires look good. I feel a little something weird. Yeah, tires and all look good. I don't know. Look at the right. It's doing some weird straight away. Yes, it's important. Some people have reported vibrations here, especially after green flag cycles, but everything looks good.
So Tyler Reddick reporting some type of vibration going on in the number 45 Toyota. He's definitely fallen off the pace. He was contending with Chase Elliott for the lead and now has fallen back to 3rd. And that car's not going as fast as what it used to early on in this race. So 20 laps to go here in Texas.
Is not all the way tight. It'll start to wander a little bit down the straightaway like we've heard Denny Hamlin have happen a couple times.
Ghost, I'm hearing the loss from dog farts.
Bowman, Herbst, Busch.
Wow.
Some names that we've not seen much in the top 10, if at all, this season. Still 20 cars on the lead lap.
So 19 laps to go. Chase Elliott still your leader here. Hamlin trying to cut into that lead.
And of those 9, 4 of them are in the top 10 right now. Buescher, Byron, Elliott, and Hamlin.
Well, there's his name, Hamlin. I'm watching that leaderboard and watching that gap between Hamlin and Elliott. Obviously, Reddick right there with a vibration, whatever he's feeling, he's not liking that. He is really falling off pace, but Hamlin is holding suit with that leader.
Denny Hamlin has dropped, half a tenth a lap back of Chase Elliott.
That's right, guys. Hamlin just cutting away at that lead. We've got 18 laps to go here on lap 250 for the NASCAR Cup Series here at Texas. The most active wins here on Texas Motor Speedway. Kyle Busch with 4, Denny Hamlin with 3, Joey Logano with 2.
Had a couple moments where you think that he's going to be able to compete for the win, but hasn't quite had the speed that I thought they would have today, but done a good job of keeping themselves in the fight today again.
Elliott's leading, right, babe?
Yep.
Elliott!
Hard to believe he's never had a top 10 finish at his home track, and looks like today's the day.
So Chris Buescher here at his home racetrack has never had a top 10 finish here, and he's having himself a good day. Currently in 4th right now in that number 17 Ford Mustang. and he is the only Ford inside the top 10 right now. A great run here for Chris Buescher.
They had that cycle of things that happened. They got on the right strategy, got their track position back, got their car.
You guys are being a little ridiculous right now in this chat.
He's been top 10 the last 3
Gosh.
races here, and Alex Bowman right behind him, looking for his second straight top 10.
Your laughing is not helping.
I'm laughing at what Ghost said about Ty.
Yeah.
Last week at Talladega, another good run for him, back in the seat, getting comfortable in that saddle.
So Alex Bowman with another nice run here. He finished top 5 last week, looking for his second top 10 finish here in this one.
So he will eclipse that today. Josh?
For Carson Hocevar for the second year in a row, the pole here at Texas started out the race hot, but that car is just too tight throughout the course of this race for him to be able to run the second.
So Hocevar here, trying to battle. He's currently 8th. Looking for a top 10 finish here after his win last week. He did start on the pole here, but that car is just kind of falling off here towards the end of the race.
For Kyle Busch, he turned 41 yesterday,
and Ty says, caution better not come out. Did he jinx it? Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Last summer, if he's able to hold on to this 9th place here.
Yeah, great improvement for this 8 team. They made some bold moves this week, changing the crew chief and all the things that they had happen over the week, and now
Mama has earplugs in. No, she doesn't.
Ow.
Sitting here running 9th after the season.
I like my man singing. Y'all stop it.
That makes me feel really old.
William Byron spun to bring out.
All right, guys, so Chase Elliott and Denny Hamlin are clearly faster than a lot of the other cars on the racetrack here. How about William Byron after that spin earlier in the race? He's currently 10th, looking for a top 10 finish there for the number 24 Chevrolet, William Byron.
We're headed in the right direction. When you can have speed in that race car, and today they
So 12 laps to go here on lap 256.
overcome that adversity as well, says a lot about where the team is.
All right, let's go back to the lead where Chase Elliott now has Denny Hamlin cutting that margin down to under 1 second.
Oh boy, as Hamlin starts to pick up the pace here, he's now closed in on about a second, within a second of the leader, as Chase Elliott, oh, and there's a caution! With 11 laps to go, Ty!
Come on!
Ty! Come on, Ty! Oh, no! And Corey Heim, who is having such a great run here today, leading the most laps, he now may have just wrecked his car out of this race. Damn. 23, babe.
I know, but he looks
Single
swell.
car spin. This is the 4th single car spin to bring out a caution today.
That's tough for Corey Heim, man.
Well, got for the most part anywhere from 30 to 40 laps on our tires. We're going to go back racing with probably 5 laps to go. We have 20 cars on the lead lap. I cannot for the life of me imagine those right at the front pitting. But if you're back in the pack, come get 4 tires. Try to make something happen. Don't rule out an overtime finish. We have had one the last 2 years here.
It's probably worth noting that on the pit stop, Corey Heim took only right side tires. Those lefts have been on there for quite a while.
Well, that's going to happen. And when we show the stats of when you win and it's 90-plus races, somewhere around 100 races, these are the things that happen in the middle of all the good things that happen. So this is about to
Tough break, not only for Chase Elliott, but also for Corey Heim, who is having a great day today, and he wrecks out now in that number 67 Toyota. Tough day.
What we should do here? Man. Anything that doesn't, you gotta put, I gotta be on the front row. Period. End of story.
Pit road is closed this time. They'll have another lap to think
Why
about
is it closed?
Yeah, it didn't sound like he liked
Because they're not ready to open it yet.
He's looking for an audible right here. Denny
Comment says, Elliott, what the heck?
All right, let's see what happened to Corey Heim.
Yeah, and that car's sideways before it even gets into the frame right there, so can't really blame that one on the bump in the racetrack. He was way before that bump in the racetrack, so it looks like he probably just got loose as he got down at the end of the first third.
That would be hilarious. That's terrible,
Yeah,
bro.
just got out from underneath him right there. Cars are on edge here.
So poor Corey Heim, man, as we see here, guys, the pit crew ranks, but I don't think we really need to focus on those. I don't imagine these drivers up front are going to be pitting.
Coming into this race. Chase Elliott, Denny Hamlin. If they stop, we'd expect them to be first off pit road. But the question will be, if they stop, how many don't, and where do you line up?
That's what it all.
Hamlin said on the radio, you got to be on the front row. The only way to do that is to stay out.
And that's what it all comes down to. How many guys, if you stay out, how many guys behind you pit? What's that buffer of cars that are going to defend your lack of speed as you get towards the end of the race? But that 9 and 11 were both really fast. I think that the bigger decision comes from third place back.
Now, because of where Corey Heim's car came to rest, pit road will stay closed for another lap here.
Pit road closed for another lap.
Stays closed, the closer we get to running fewer laps at the end. I don't know if hurricane means stay out, but I'm hurricaning.
Well, it makes that decision easier for you, doesn't it, Larry?
Absolutely. The more laps you run, that means the less laps you're going to run to a checkered flag.
For sure.
So I believe Ricky Stenhouse will be the free pass, so we'll restart with 21 lead lap cars.
Yes, I wash my hands.
What's happening around the turn? Next on FS1,
I wash my hands.
the NHRA Southern Nationals.
All right, guys. Looks like we'll have about 5 laps to go by the time we get caught back up here.
And next Sunday, MotoGP from France, 7:30 in the morning Eastern on FS2. And we'll be at Watkins Glen next Sunday, 3 p.m. Eastern on FS1.
Hey, guys, you sit here for over 3 hours and tell me you ain't got to use the bathroom.
It's a great track.
Look at these two. Buddy, I'm going to be your friend right now, but
for about the next...
Oh, that's awesome.
We might be in a fight up here. A few laps.
They just ironically sitting right next to each other. That's great.
Yep.
His 3 fastest stops of the season have all been today.
These guys are ridiculous.
Oh, Dylan Ghost, will you guys behave yourselves?
Come on.
Robert, I washed my hands. Gosh. Can I have a little bit of grace here from you guys? Jeez.
You're hoping that you drag them all with you.
They're brutal today, man.
I guess so. Ooh!
Wow, that was a little crazy.
And Tyler Reddick comes down pit lane. A lot of the drivers chose to stay out. So a lot of the leaders came in a lot of the leaders stayed out. Tyler Reddick was one of the first cars inside the top 10 to pit here.
Tyler Reddick complaining about that car, came over the radio, asked if there's anything they can do to help him in 3 and 4. They say negative, came into pit. We see him get those right side tires only.
I ain't sure there was as many cars as you think there, Mike.
Yeah, there were a lot of lap cars there right behind Chase Elliott. So 8 lead lap cars stayed out. There you go. So that's 4 rows deep.
Oh my God.
For 2 laps, that might be a pretty decent buffer, but we may get going here with more than 2 laps to go.
Yeah, and
it may not only have one.
It may have a couple attempts at a green light checker here as well.
That's right, guys. We could see ourselves get a couple of attempts here in NASCAR overtime, depending on how chaotic these restarts get. So we'll see what happens.
You don't know if something's wrong, if your tires are tight, if you have a tire coming apart. And I think him going to pit road gives him a lot of options. And he's won.
You got a 100-point lead and you've won 5 times. I'm gambling. I'm on house money.
Ooh, look at that cowboy hat trophy.
Cowboy hat and the trophy that awaits the winner in victory lane. But in case you missed it, Todd Gilliland goes for a spin. He collects the race leader, Christopher Bell. That was lap 69. And Bell out of the race. Messy on pit road. Cole Custer stops to let Ty Gibbs out. Joey Logano collides with the 41 and is out of the race. Lap 95. Kyle Larson. Now back on track, but 87 laps in arrears.
Man, Timmy, I am like Jacob Fatu. I'm all gas, no brakes with it, you heard? Know what I mean?
I backed the car in the wall when we first went to this next-gen car about like Corey Heim did right there, and it hit the wall so hard that it knocked my foot up on top of the gas pedal. The gas pedal got stuck in my shoe, held the throttle wide open. I didn't know what the heck was happening. Those are hard shots.
Why do you go back out there if you're Larson? Looking right there on the board, Custer, he's 87 laps down. Custer was 94, gained that one spot. Didn't he lose a regular series championship by one spot once?
And I think a lot of it is the exercise, too, of getting that car fixed and back out on the racetrack.
Never give up.
Well, I mean, every point matters, as he knows.
All right, guys, so we may have 4 or 5 laps to go. Probably 4 laps to go here by the time we get back going to green flag racing.
One other caution before contact.
All right, guys. Only need 2 more super chats to get our goal here before the end of this race, guys. Help us out here on Tim Reynolds Show, and make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel right here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. It's Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. That's my girl.
All right, there's the choose. Hamlin said you got to be on the front row, and there he is next to Chase.
All right, guys, so Denny Hamlin will get a chance at victory lane here in this one.
This is going to be Reddick in row 5 with Suarez. They got 2. Eric Jones will be the first car.
Come on,
with 4
Elliot.
tires. He's going
You
to
can
restart
do it.
19.
You can do it.
Let's do it. Oh, nice, Lord.
Boom.
To take advantage of those
Watch
2
out.
tires.
Chris Buescher from row 2. Good on restarts this season. Along with Denny Hamlin.
This is a great day for Chase Elliott. He's got going on Hendrick Motorsports. They've been struggling against these Toyotas. Led a lot of laps, had a lot of fun today. Let's finish it off right here. Need a big jump on this restart.
Yeah, and if you're Denny Hamlin on the other
All right, Hamlin, who's already got a victory earlier this season. Chase Elliott looking for his first win here as we get ready for the restart.
So you can get a good run down the back straightaway.
We talked all weekend about which make may have an advantage.
Oh, okay,
And look at this restart.
We're in a room.
We are in a room.
Toyota Buescher forward in the top 3 spots.
All right, here we go. Pace car down pit lane. We'll have 4 laps to go as we hit the restart zone, and we're back green flag racing here at Texas Motor Speedway. And here we go. 4 laps to go here in this one. Chase Elliott out in front, and Denny Hamlin's out in front of him.
Ooh, Elliot's in the lead.
So Elliott now with the lead.
Hamlin, look at this back in the back. Reddick around the outside of Blaney.
And here we go, guys. Elliott out in front. Denny Hamlin right behind him. And Elliott with a nice lead here as we come down the front stretch, and we're going to have 3 laps to go here. And there's Tyler Reddick. Reddick, the first one with the new set of tires. He got those right side tires, and he's already making a move inside the number 17. And Tyler Reddick could have something to say about the end of this race, folks. 3 laps to go here going down the backstretch.
Take a little bit to get that 45 car wound up.
Yeah, I think the best.
So Elliott gets into the corner there very nicely as he comes out of the exit at turn number 4.
His only shot.
Front 5, single file.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go here for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race here at Texas Motor Speedway. Your leader is the number 9 Chevrolet of Chase Elliott. Right behind him is Denny Hamlin in the number 11 Toyota Camry. Will Hamlin be able to grab the lead away from Elliott? Hamlin has got 3 wins here at Texas Motor Speedway, but Elliott is holding on with that lead, battling as he comes out of turn number 4. Going down the front stretch, and oh no! The white flag comes out, though! The white flag is out! Chase Elliott still has the lead! The caution has not come out yet! We see the car spinning, but they're gonna let these drivers race it to the end! Elliott with the lead going down the backstretch! Hamlin looking for a little bit of hesitation coming from the number 9! They get into turn number 3 as they come around, exiting turn number 4, and your winner here at Texas Motor Speedway, it's Chase Elliott in the number 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. What a win! Chase Elliott drives the number 9 Chevrolet into victory lane. What a win here at Texas Texas Motor Speedway. And what a finish there as we got to see 4 laps of green flag racing. And hey, give kudos to NASCAR there for not throwing the caution flag when we see the car spinning around as Chase Elliott gets a big win here, able to fight off Denny Hamlin. And Elliott and that number 9 Chevrolet team for Hendrick Motorsports has got themselves a big win here at Texas Motor Speedway. And there's John Hunter Nemechek, the number 42 Toyota, who almost brought out the caution here, somehow makes it back to pit lane as the burnouts begin. Chase Elliott has that number 9 Chevrolet back in contention here in the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series season. This has been Tim Reynolds Show's live play-by-play for the NASCAR Cup Series here, 2026 race at Texas Motor Speedway. Your winner, it's Chase Elliott in the number 9 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports.
Woo! Go Elliott! Go Elliott!
Go Elliott! Go Elliott! And there goes the burnout, baby! Oh, yeah! Burn it down! All right, guys, how about this? Chase Elliott gets the win here at Texas Motor Speedway. We see Denny Hamlin finishes second in the number 11 Toyota Camry. Alex Bowman, a second consecutive top 3 finish for the number 48 Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. Alex Bowman starting to get hot here, guys. Tyler Reddick, an impressive top 4 finish here in the number 45 Toyota. A great finish there for their racing team for 2311 Racing. Chris Buescher gets a top 5 finish. Oh, well, hi. What's up there, baby boy? You coming to hang out? Well, you gonna say hi? You gonna say hi? Good boy. And we see here Chris Buescher gets a top 5 finish here at his home track of Texas Motor Speedway in the number 17 Ford Mustang. Daniel Suarez ends up finishing 6th in the number 7 Chevrolet. A great finish for him. As we see Carson Hocevar, your pole sitter, ends up finishing 7th here in the number 77 Chevrolet. And William Byron, the teammate for Chase Elliott, ends up finishing 8th here in the number 24 Chevrolet. That's actually a good bounce back for William Byron, who brought out a caution earlier in this race, spinning and being able to recover for a top 10 finish. Not too bad. Bubba Wallace rounds out the top 9 here. And how about Bubba Wallace? He had to start in the back after going to a backup car, and he was able to take that backup car all the way to a top 10 finish here with the number 23 Toyota in 9th place. And Ryan Blaney, give him credit, man, with all the bad pit stops he had. Somehow he finds himself with a top 10 finisher here at Texas Motor Speedway as Ryan Blaney, the driver of the number 12 Ford Mustang for Team Penske, gets a top 10 finish here at Texas Motor Speedway. All right, guys. Woo! What a big win for Chase Elliott, ladies and gentlemen.
For the second time this season, Chase Elliott is going to victory lane, and for the second time in your career, you get a win here at Texas. We talk about
way to go, Elliott!
This particular mile and a half is what allowed you guys to have the success you did today.
Man, I think first off, thanks everybody for coming out. You guys, awesome, great crowd as always.
23rd career win for Chase Elliott.
I'm a fan of this place, and I've made that very obvious. But you know, to continue to work hard, and I really think, you know, this is a testament to the whole 9 team, but not just the 9 team, but also everybody at Hendrick Motorsports, because, you know, we've not been where we wanted to be throughout portions of this season, and man, everybody's just been digging in really hard, from the engine shop at Hendrick Motorsports to, you know, all the setup shops, to everybody at Team Chevy. You know, appreciate our partners with Napa and Prime on the car this week. Really cool to have them back, and obviously they're, you know, coming to show our races here in a few weeks to Charlotte. So, yeah, man, just crazy. You know, to say as much as we struggled out here, to have won 2 races here now in the last few years is pretty wild. So just super grateful for all the people that helped make this possible, and yeah, looking forward to celebrating with them.
For the second time this season, it's a 1-2 finish between you and Denny Hamlin. Bring me back through that final restart and what ultimately was the difference maker.
Yeah, you know, I wasn't really sure whether to go top or bottom, and you know, the bottom had been winning out on a lot of the restarts. I just felt like, man, if I didn't get to clear off of 2, I was going to be in a lot of trouble. So fortunately, Alex gave me a great push. Was able to execute turns 1 and 2, get clear, and then just kind of manage the last.
Heck yeah, dude! Robert with the $2 super chat donation. Target practice on that goal. Let's go, bro.
Is really special, and I think just again a testament to our team. We have a great group, and those things don't last forever. And I think for us, we just have to make the most of a great opportunity. We have a great race team, great people back at home. Great support from the boss and people that keep this deal rolling. So we're just gonna try to keep our heads down and keep chugging. Long year, lot of racing left, so we'll try to build on it.
Chase Elliott, your winner at Texas.
And how about that? The second career win here at Texas Motor Speedway for Chase Elliott, who gets the checkered flag, waves at the crowd. And how about Denny Hamlin?
Hell yeah, let's go!
Woo! Off of turn 2, how close was that to keep him to his outside?
I mean, it was really close for sure, but no, it was props to the 9 team and really 45 that last third stage. They had some really good speed, and I thought it was going to be so close if it went green. I thought it was going to get there, especially with the hard as the 6 was trying to hold off the 9. But hats off to this whole progressive Toyota team. Did good. We just I didn't have great restarts all day, and then you get set behind a little bit, and it's just those little fine small details. And I thought I got a good restart there at the end, side by side.
Heck yeah, it goes. Hope we'll see Nerd come back as well, man. That was awesome.
The push from the 48, it just allowed his momentum to pick up a little bit quicker than mine, and I tried to to the side.
Thank you, Robert.
Getting tighter as the closer I was getting to him. So
thank you, Ghost.
Good, decent day. Just one short.
You mentioned restarts. Looked like the restarts were absolutely crazy all day long.
They were crazy restarts today.
How much of a knife edge was it out there with these cars, and how challenging was it?
Yeah, it's this track, right? You have to make some decisions with your setup, with that big bump over in turns 3 and 4. And
that's true.
Sometimes, if you just get going too aggressively over there and your car's a little free, it just doesn't take much to spin them out, as we've seen, and it's year after year. We've seen a handful of cars do that. We just
so Denny Hamlin, 43 points earned today. He's now second in the point standings now. 2 Toyotas on the top of the point standings here for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series.
We're going to look at a couple of replays, including the restart and John Hunter Nemechek's problem, which was not a single car spin. Here's the restart.
So here, guys, we're looking at the caution at the end of the race here.
When he launched, had about a half a car at the start-finish line, but as you're going to see and heard Denny just say right there in his interview, he just wasn't able to stay on the quarter panel of the 9 car of Chase Elliott, and off he went.
As we see here, John Hunter Nemechek was the one who got wrecked. And you see him. Oh, Kyle Busch unfortunately gets into Nemechek there. Yikes.
Not happy.
Wow.
What happened earlier in there, but
Kyle Busch is going to get pulled into the NASCAR hauler after this one. No way. And Kyle Busch retaliated here, going after the number 42 and wrecking him. Hey, John Hunter Nemechek is not going to be happy about that.
And Nemechek
wow.
Off the racetrack, so we're able to race back to the checkered flag with Chase Elliott picking up his second win of the season for the earliest in any season that Elliott has won twice.
How about that, guys? The second win here for Chase Elliott. A big win for Hendrick Motorsports. And thank you guys hanging out with us here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And this has been the live play-by-play for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series race at Texas Motor Speedway. Here on one of the most electrifying sports entertainment channels on YouTube today. This is Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Hey, guys, thank you for hanging out with us here today. Really appreciate appreciate you guys showing some love. The live chat was on fire here today. We almost accomplished another super chat goal here on Tim Reynolds Show, so appreciate you guys with all the love and support. It does mean a lot from both of us, from me and Mrs. Reynolds here. Thank you, my love, hanging out with us again today here on another NASCAR Race Day live stream, and cannot wait to bring you guys some more action throughout the NASCAR Cup Series season right here on Tim Reynolds Show. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Don't forget again to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and go sign up for channel memberships that are now live on my YouTube channel with Tim Reynolds Show. You can also click the link on the top of my YouTube channel page to donate any amount that you guys would like, and any way that you can help support the channel really does mean a lot. What an incredible race here we had at Texas Motor Speedway for the 2026 NASCAR Cup Series. Thank you guys for hanging out here on Tim Reynolds Show. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. We'll see you guys next time here on another episode. And Robert sent it! He sent it! Goal achieved, baby! Yo! Big shout out to our member here, Robert, on the channel. Much love, brother. Thank you, thank you. And guys, we'll see you next time here on Tim Reynolds Show. Now let's go. Hell yeah, guys.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out, everybody.